What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is finals day at last, y'all. Squad Wars Stormbreak finals. We will be deciding our Squad Wars champion today. If you're wondering why my camera is off, I have the stream stripped down to as much simplified as possible so that we can try to keep as much of a stable connection as possible, because I would love for my folks out there YouTube to be able to still sit here and watch. So you're gonna have to deal without my pretty face today, y'all, but you still got my voice. But how are we feeling today, chat? How are we feeling today? By the way, the giveaway is open. Please give yourself a chance to win some Metal Storm codes redeemable at playsmetalstorm.com. !enter gives you a chance to win, and if you are subbed to the channel on Twitch, you get an extra ticket. Give yourself an extra chance to win. It's open to everybody, free to join. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. But without further ado, y'all, yesterday we had some destructive competition to lead us here to the promised land of the finals day. So while we are here, let's see here. First off, we've got Sovereign Skies going against Razor Strike. And right now, unfortunately for the second match of the day, it looks like Bloodborne will be able to get a free ride straight on to the next bracket, because we already have a forfeit by way of Pakistan Air Force. Unfortunately, they will not be able to join us today. So the next set, we will be jumping ahead. We will actually be losing one of the sets. But hey, you know, it happens, life happens. They're not going to be here, but we will move on with the show. But for now, I will let y'all know I do have a treat for y'all for this first set. We've got Captain of the Death on Demand team here with me. Bird Dog, say hello to the chat.
Dodger himself.
Oh, come on now. Let's be real. It's not that much of a treat, but I do appreciate the being here. I just showed up because I was promised to be able to drink all the backstage free beer that I could have if I came in for a round here, so that's why I'm here. But what's going on, guys?
All right, well, hold on just a second, Bird. I don't think they heard any of that.
Oh my God.
Give me a second.
Oh, now I blew my fucking load. Nothing else to say, so...
Say something.
Can you hear me? Am I live?
Oh my God, it's not coming through. Oh, you heard it? Nighthawks heard it? Y'all did hear Bird? Okay, just making sure.
So I wasn't wasted. You're good.
Okay, just making sure. All right. I wasn't sure. All right, well, we have the first two teams set to go. I will go down. We've got Sovereign Skies as Alpha Team, Razor Strike at Bravo. Bird, I'll let you handle the second team. We've got everybody locked in. Firestorm's going to be in the A4. Viper's going to be bringing in his trusty F-14 Tomcat. F-16 is going to be in the hands of Lucas. Gray will be bringing in the Swiss Army Knife in the Air ADV. Ducky will be bringing in that menacing F3R. What do we got on the other side, Bird?
Down below, we have Mizaki in the J37, the Vigan. We have an F1 as well, and from Jeff. DMMP. You know what?
It's Chief.
My bad.
It's Chief.
Apologies. Free pass on that one. Thank you very much. Then we have an F14, an A6, and an ADV.
There we go. Now, y'all bear with Bird. It's this first time, but we're having some fun today, y'all. Well, without further ado, folks, we've got 10 green check marks on the screen, and y'all know what that means. I want to see it in the chat. Bring the hype for your favorite teams. Predictions have started, and here we go. Alrighty then, folks, that daytime sunlight shining down on the destruction right around the corner that is Stormbreak. As these teams are moving in, I know the tensions are high. Finals day here. They're going to have to fight to get to the end. We got both teams moving in. It seems like they're being a little bit hesitant going up, but the Tomcats staying a little bit low than what we're normally seeing.
But yeah, they're definitely being hesitant. That F-14 just went up and flashed himself and then just dropped immediately. Like, he saw a missile coming at him and he was like, I'm out.
I mean, if it gets you out of the way of the destruction, Bird, that's exactly what you need to do. But I want to make sure, can chat still hear Bird as well on this screen? I just want to make sure. Y'all let me know if you can still hear him. We got A6 action on A4 action. Barely missing with the unguided rockets. Firestorm takes out Mozaki. First death of the game. Kitty S takes out Firestorm. Y'all can still hear Bird. Awesome, awesome. Just making sure I'm not talking to myself. F3 in trouble. F1 ADV takes him down. Now, Bird, coming from a team experienced as much as DOD is, you know, strategies going into a TDM right here without giving anything away. How would you handle a situation like this, sir?
Go kill people and don't die.
Go kill people and don't die. In game, we will make sure to reiterate that means just in game. Out of context, we don't want any.
You guys have a little. If you have a little locker room that you could pin that up as like a little banner. Kill people, don't die.
Kill people, don't die.
There's your words of wisdom.
Well, the A4 definitely killed Mozaki there by way of Firestorm, and he did not die right there, getting out of that trade. Oh no, Tomcat found his way into Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and it looks like he's going to be taking a nap right there in that little crevice.
Yeah, they just all pushed over and got ate up instantly, one by one.
Just a little bit. We've already got a 2-8. Razor Strike is running away with it. Now, I want to point out we are in a South America server right now. Not normally what we're seeing here at Squad Wars, but, you know, it just goes to show you all the different regions that we pull these folks from. You never know where you're going to be. You never know where you're going to be. F-14 volleying the missile straight across the field, trying to find a strike. Not quite going to happen. Firestorm will be taking out Kitty. Trying to make it a 5-kill. Oh, make that 6-kill difference. Razor Strike still up on Sovereign. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the round. Lucas goes down. A4 on fire and not in the good way. The lead that Razor Strike is extending right now, going to 7. Now with only 2.5 minutes left, time is against Sovereign right now. They're going to have to make a push. This is definitely some of those moments where the tension will build. Again, Bird, you being in as many tournaments as you are, you found yourself in this situation. What is some advice that you would give to some folks as far as trying to handle these high-stress situations and trying to keep your mentality right and on the game?
Throw all that in the background as background noise of just, like, you know, being worried about the game overall and just focus on what's in front of you.
I mean, coming from one of the more experienced players around, I mean, Bird's been in the community. Again, good advice for those of y'all that are up and coming, looking to try to dip your toe in the waters that is Squad Wars. Kenny takes out Viper, trying to narrow it down. Still a 7-kill lead in the favor of Razor Strike now. Less than 90 seconds left. A6 on A4. Action. A4 is not going to survive through that. Looks like they're trying to make a final push. A6 may be in trouble. Those infrareds coming out, but the F3 gets taken out by Chief instead. Razor Strike 3 kills away with 60 seconds coming up left on the clock. Looks like they're running away with it because definitely midnight's right around the corner on this TDM match for Sovereign in this first round. Oh, Lucas goes down by way of Mozaki. Tomcat trying to reach over, but the other Tomcat said, not today. Took him down. One more kill for Razor Strike will seal the deal, putting that #1 score on the board. And there she wrote it, folks. 33 seconds left on the board. Went ahead and put the nail in the coffin. 20-9. Razor Strike going up 1-0 in the set. What is our podium looking like over here, Bird?
I couldn't tell you because I clicked. through
Oh,
and
Lord
my
have
apologies,
mercy.
So it's on you, buddy.
Oh, Lord
It's on
have
you.
mercy. All right, bringing up our MVP spot. Kitty in the ADV going 7-2-1, putting on a performance. Firestorm in the A4 in the second place, not quite enough to keep his team in there. Jeef in the F1, want to point out, flawless match for this man right here. Definitely a good performance there. GG's. Razor Strike will be going 1-0 in the sets.
Just a heads up for next game, Sin. If Bird doesn't leave the game, whatever, he gets stuck in there for like 2 minutes in the loading screen. He won't be able to announce podium ever.
Well, to be fair,
No, I'll be able to announce podium, but I'll just be stuck trying to get back to lobby.
I just want to point out again how casual this is. I literally asked Bird about 10 minutes ago if he wanted to jump in for the first set. So again, we're having fun here, y'all. We're
I just
having
stopped
fun.
to say and come in and say hi to Sinister, and they're like, "Hey, you want to jump in here and announce his first match?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll give it a go. Why not? What do I have to lose? What do I have to lose?"
Well, I do want to extend it out there for also future Squad Wars events. If you have a thought to maybe want to take up a hand to get in on some commentating for Metal Storm, you've seen plenty of us doing it. You want to have some fun, get with me ahead of time. I will more than happy try to help some folks get in here and get used to it. And I promise you, I will be there every step of the way with you. So if you're nervous, it's all good. It's all good. But for anybody that wants to try it later on, let me know. Let me know. And we've got the teams readied up. Sovereign Skies has the opportunity to change a person or a plane. So let's see if they're making some deliberations here, maybe making some adaptations after that 20-9, I believe, first match at TDM. But we're going to Air Sup now.
No, they're locked in. They're ready to run it back.
I see 10 green check marks on the field again, folks. Hashtag war is here, and let's get it on, folks. Let's get it on. Evil Bull, make sure you put the exclamation mark before the enter, not on the backside. I see you putting that in the chat. There you go, there you go. Follow King Pickle there. He's got the right idea. He's got the right idea. Back to daytime Stormbreak, air superiority coming in. Now, I will say this, Bird, while you're still here, you know, being in a tournament setting like this where you're required to bring in an interceptor role, even for something like Air Sup, you know, how off-putting is that, you know, having to be in a role like that in a game mode like this? I mean, again, how do you handle situations like that being in a plane that you don't normally see for Air Sup?
I don't think it's that bad in these types of situations because it's an equal playing field on each side, right? Like both team has the same type of roles in each field. And there's times where it can be a little bit distracting as the interceptor pilot because you're like, what do I do here? Do I try and dive over towards the enemy point and grab it and give support over there? Or do I stay above our point and try and give support? And I don't think there's any wrong answer for it. It just kind of goes for how the game is flowing and what you see is in front of you. Like, where's the opportunity at? And that's where you have to be pivoting at, is like, where's your opportunity to strike on somebody? So, sometimes it's, you know, picking up a guy that's circling your home point. From there, if you get that taken care of, you can kind of push into their spawn a little bit. And once you do that, like, you can cause a lot of chaos real quick and make it and kind of suppress the other team from getting back.
Well, it seems like Razor Strike is taking your advice here right now as they're now 102-47 and growing here. You know, awareness and adaptation is what Bird is saying, and that's exactly what they're doing, and the artery is opened up. They're trying to extend this lead here as Sovereign Skies fighting their damnedest to get back up on them. But you heard it here, folks, from one of your experienced players again. Awareness and adaptation.
The top 3 on podium right now.
Hey, yep, on both sides, top of both sides, second place on the other. I believe he looks like he's doing the suppression part of it. But hey, whatever gets you up, further up on the scoreboard is whatever works for you, because 144-65 seems like it's working. Megatron with the gifted subs. Thank you, Megatron. We'll get you a shout out here in just a second. Extending the show. Less of y'all have to worry about the ads. Thank you to this man. Thank you to this man, Megatron. You're a gentleman and a scholar. We got a turn battle over here at Charlie. A6 looks like he is thinking about going over there, but he don't need to. F16 gets taken down by that F14. Jeef, by way of the F1, shooting in here to Bravo, trying to get it. Control of this point. A4 in trouble. Firestorm goes down by way of Jeef. Razor Strike looking pretty with just about double the score as Sovereign right here. It is not looking good at all, folks. Razor Strike sitting on a cushion right now. Tomcat wings back, got his eye on the prize. That is Alpha. Trying to cut back into this lead. I have seen comebacks bigger than this before, but I don't think Razor Strike's going to give him the opportunity here as the artery opened right back up. ADV, oh, with the nose shove right there. Gracious, he took him down. A4's got his eye on the prize there. ADV's trying to put a stop to it. Sovereign Skies got control of all threes very momentarily there. If they can hold on to it, they might can keep them in their place. Can we see a comeback, folks? 135 and climbing. Razor Strike stuck at 188. They only need 12 points. Oh, make that 10 points and growing. They got to get to a point if they have any chance, but it's getting away from them. 145 and climbing again. 6 points only needed on the other side. They're going to have to keep the oppression on lock if they want to stop it. But in 3, 2, 1, and there she wrote it, folks. Razor Strike striking a second time on the scoreboard, bringing them 2-0 in the set. Sovereign Skies. This next match right here is going to be your final opportunity here, folks. Final opportunity here. Now, Kenny, again, MVP on the top right here in his ADV, 6-3-2. Gray in his ADV across the way, trying to stay with the points right here. Second place, not quite enough to keep him in. Oh, my dog's is hype. A6, 3-0-2. Also another flawless on the side of Razor Strike. GG's to them. Pitcher Rico bringing up the third spot of the podium. But Razor Strike will be going 2-0 in the sets. 2-0 in the sets. Hype Train in the chat. Folks, Hype Train in the chat. Again, shout out to Megatron. Also, shout out to Tyler earlier for the raid. Each and every person here, again, y'all are just as much a part of the show as we are. We cannot do it without y'all. So much appreciation to everybody here, and I'm going to be keeping that all day long. Hopefully, y'all can keep the hype up as well. Keep the hype up going. Drop hype in the chat for your favorite teams. But again, Sovereign Skies' last chance here. Will we see a fight back to maybe even up this score, or will Razor Strike put the final strike in Sovereign Skies? Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a tough spot being down 2-0, but you got to remember all you need is one game to swing the momentum back to your side, and it puts the pressure back on them because, you know, in a situation like this, when you're up 2-0 and you're feeling like you got this wrapped up, you know, you drop a game and you lose that opportunity, it puts the pressure back on you. 100%.
I mean, again, you know, going off of the advice you was given earlier, it seems like mentality and how your mind is sitting, especially, you know, getting out all of that extra noise is just as important as the gameplay that you do on the field. You know, again, for some of our folks that haven't really dipped their toe in this tournament atmosphere, is definitely something to consider. You got to get your mind right before you can do anything else, for sure. But right now, the moon is up in the sky, but it's not quite midnight for Sovereign Skies again. This is last stand opportunity for you here. If you have any fight left whatsoever, now is the time to unleash it and put yourself back on the scoreboard. But let's see how they're going to handle it. How they're going to handle it. Kitty right here, MVP for the last 2 matches. Definitely one to keep your eye on here. He's been a standout player so far in this set. Firestorm moving in. I think these teams are probably going to be a little bit more hesitant. Oh, we got a 240 damage strike from Viper getting around that corner.
Yeah, that F-14 got a hit. He kind of went up and tested the waters and saw missiles coming at him, and he's like, nah, I'm getting out.
Just a little bit late on that faster player rhythm there. Rico taking out Firestorm. Attacker on attacker. The big boy won it. First death goes to Sovereign Skies here. Ducky moving in, takes out Mozaki. A6 on a Tomcat. Head up. It goes business as usual there. Not necessarily a matchup you want to go into, but sometimes you get sucked into a situation you don't want to be in, and you just got to handle it the best you can. Jeef goes down by way of Lucas. F-16 finding the terrain a little bit, but stopped just in time to not take full damage there. A6 may be in trouble. The agile A4 gets some gun hits on him. Not quite enough to take him down, but the A6 is in a bad spot. Guns on him, but the A4 goes down. Kenny watching for his teammates. 6-3 right now. Razor Strike is up. Now again, some of those very, very good team plays there. That crossfire tactics, as I dub it. Having that teammate there to cover somebody that may be on your 6, that is what Metal Storm is all about. Where comms come into play, and that's where these teams have to trust each other to get them through. Three and a half minutes left on the clock. 8-3 still in favor of Razor Strike. The tunnel is coming to an end. They can see the light and they're hungry for it. They're trying to put the final nail in the coffin that is Sovereign Skies. There's still plenty of time on the board. Sovereign, we still got the fight in you. We still got the fight in you. We got to put it on the field. It's only a 5-kill difference. They are bringing it back. 3 minutes left on the clock. Circling over here by the ammo. 3 bogeys right here to the left. Jeef takes out Gray. Gray takes out DMMP. Still a 5-kill difference. Lucas sticking close to that terrain, but hopefully not too close. Gets some wing and damage. 72 to that ADV, but now he's in a bad spot and he gets taken out. F-14 had his eye on the F1. Escape artist goes. We're finding the terrain once again. Mike, we can't take a nap on there, but he gets out of it. He gets out of it. It didn't take him down. Viper's probably like, why do you keep swapping to me in these situations? Kenny takes out 2 right there. Viper and Gray goes down by way of Kenny again, showing why he's been MVP in the last 2 matches. 8-kill difference now. 2 minutes left on the clock. Razor Strike sitting pretty. Lucas running for his life. The long-range Vigan guns. He's got to turn off as he got a missile barrage coming in, and he doesn't get away in time. Viper making up for the rock nap he took a second ago, getting that kill. Rico in a bad spot, but Lucas gets taken out instead. Kenny there to cover his teammate once again. This man is a team's own guardian angel, proven otherwise. A6 goes down, and final nail in the coffin by way of Gray. Rico. Oh, wait, no, one more. There we go. Sorry. Jeef takes out Gray for the final kill of the match. Apologies. 20-12, folks. That is going to be all she wrote. Final nail in the coffin again. Kenny, standout player once again. MVP with an 8-3-2 performance, covering his teammates left and right. Jeef in second place. Again, 3-2 of 5 assists right here. Good teamwork. Rico in the A6 going only 1 death as well. The performance you see on this side got them into the next round of Squad Wars. But Sovereign Skies, unfortunately, GG's to y'all. Hopefully, we will see you again in the future because you gave us a damn good show. But for now, we're going to have to bid you adieu. We're going to have to bid you adieu.
Oh, actually, Razor Strike's gonna play again now. There's Nova.
Alrighty then. Now, is Razor going to be Alpha?
Yeah, Razor's gonna be Alpha team.
Alrighty then. Razor Strike will be remaining on the field as we did have a forfeit. So again, Bloodborne will be moving on from their round, and Razor Strike will be going on to face Nova for this next round. We're just going to be swapping sides. Alrighty then,
You ever
folks.
just not find someone on your friends list? Okay.
Wait. Is Razor Strike Alpha?
Yeah.
I thought it would be Nova, wouldn't it?
No, go look at the bracket.
Oh, okay. I trust you, Pop. You got the structure, sir. It's okay. Well, Bird, you're more than welcome to stick around, sir. I won't require you to because I know you've got to play later on today. But, folks, tell Bird thank you for his commentary, giving us some insight from the standpoint of one of the more experienced players around right now. Bird has been, again, very well known in the community. But much appreciation to your commentary, sir. Is there anything you'd like to say to the chat before you got to step out?
GG's and good luck to everybody today. Appreciate you having me on, Sin. I am going to hop in with my team now. And yeah, good games and good luck to everybody out there today.
Much appreciated to you, Bird. You heard it there from himself. He will be playing later on today. Keep your eye out on the field. Thank you, Bird. Chats, drop your thank yous for Bird, and we will be moving on as we got these teams coming in. Again, Razor Strike, Nova Squad, next up.
There haven't been miscommunication here with Razor Strike. They all just left.
Oh. Again, miscommunications happen. We can we can deal with it here. Again, we've got one less set today. The ball is rolling pretty quick. Normally we do this a little differently where we set the lobbies up, but since we are one less set today, I believe Pop will be staying in with me the whole time. So bear with us. Enjoy the music, enjoy the commentary as we go. But how is everybody feeling so far after that first set? Again, Razor Strike moving on. Sovereign Skies putting up a fight, but not quite enough to keep them in there. But like I said, hopefully we will see them again in the next Squad Wars. Galen said he took a shower so he doesn't smell that bad. They didn't have to run away. Galen's worried that he might be scaring the other team.
Right,
yep.
On the
There
way
we
back.
go. I got you. Need to change the names of the teams on stream? Yeah, Freya. I appreciate that. What was that, Pop?
No, I just said they're on their way back now.
They're on their way back. Nice.
We'll be up and running in a minute.
Again, we can enjoy each other's company as we await the competitors to step into the ring. Because we've got more violence, more destruction, and more chaos on the way. Oh, by the way, y'all, we forgot to announce it. The bans for the last match was MiG-19 and J-20. I just want to put that out there.
Oh, that's shocking, bro. Who would have thought? That's crazy.
We forgot to say it. I think I seen somebody earlier saying what are the bans, but it was the business as usual bans. MiG-19 and J-20 was off of the last one. So, but for this next one, we will find out what the bans are going to be here in just a second once we fill these team slots up. We got one empty box away from continuing the show. But yes, pinned message up at the top. Make sure you're doing ! Enter. At the halfway point, I will be doing one giveaway, and at the end, I will be doing another giveaway for a bigger code. So make sure you're in there for both of them. Give yourself a chance to win some prizes, some in-game currency. You know, because everybody loves some free bling. And also, if you are a subscriber to the channel on Twitch, I know I've got subscribers on YouTube. but it needs to be a Twitch subscription. It gives you an extra ticket, extra chances to win some prizes. So, again, free to enter. Just a little bit of bonus on the back end, but there you go. Exclamation mark enter. Get those in there. Get those in there. And we will be doing the first drawing here in just a bit. Let me know when we're at the halfway point pop, and we will get it done. It might be after this set, actually.
So the one after this one.
The one after this one. Okay. So not this set, but the next set, we'll do our first drawing at the end of that one, and then I will do one more right before the finals for today. So again, if you enter in the first one, even after the drawing, you don't have to re-enter. But just for safe purposes, if you do receive a gifted sub, I'm not sure how it works if it updates your tickets, but if you do receive a gifted sub, please make sure you tell the person that gifted you thank you, and try to re-enter to update your tickets. That way you get that second ticket in there. So just to be safe, if you receive a gifted sub and you're already entered, just enter again, and hopefully it will update your tickets. But right now, we've got first ban on the field. Mozaki and company are taking the farmer off the field, awaiting for Bravo's ban here. I wonder what Bravo is going to be countering. Is it going to be business as usual, or is it going to be the Rafale, maybe the Grippin? I believe the Rafale has been the secondary ban so far when it's come to these planes, the next biggest threat on the field. Galen and company's discussing, they're deliberating, they're trying to figure out what is the best game plan going against the team like Razor Strike. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Pop, is this a rematch from yesterday? Didn't they go at it in the first rounds? Was that them? I was trying to remember who they fought first. I got to bring the bracket up. I got to bring the bracket up.
Sorry, say that again? I was reading a message.
No, Razor Strike went against Sentinels. Excuse me. I apologize. It was Bloodborne and Nova the first time. Memory was not serving me well there, but again, folks, we're human. We deal with it, and we roll with the punches. As I stated before, the Rafale being the next secondary ban pick right here. Again, Rafale, MiG-19 off of the field. J-20 also still on the field, but without the Rafale there. Again, that J-20 I feel like is going to be making their presence known. We've already got some people locked in. Picharico bringing in that A6. We saw him put on a display from the last round. We all know he is very comfortable. You know, again, you don't know with the special ability, especially at max, that A6 can quell a little bit of that oppression that the J-20s can give, especially if you stay on that radar and keeping your teammates off. I mean, again, it could be a good counter against a J-20 if they do have one on the other side. F-100 will be coming to the field for Mozaki as he locks in Jeef in his F1. Oh, wait. Nope, unchecked. Oh, yep, Mozaki's staying in the F-100.
I think he was changing mods.
Okay, there we go. Jeef will be in the F1, again, bringing in finishing guns and disruptives. Finishing guns on the F1, not a bad choice, but we're not used to seeing Daredevil not being on one of the light fighters. Again, it proved well for him in the last round, and he stayed deathless in one of those rounds, if I'm not mistaken. So, again, if it works for you, sir, it works for you, sir. That's where some of these standout techniques, and we learn a lot from some of these different players. DMP, oh, wait, DMP is... Why is he checked up in a level 10 F5? Again, I've seen...
That was a mistake, and he forgot to click his plane.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, buddy. We can't...
F14.
There we go. Can't take in two lights, especially a level 10 along with your other one. Locked in the Tomcat. Bringing in Daredevil and Faster Flares on the Tomcat. Again, it seems like they've traded mods, but... Daredevil on the Tomcat allows you to dogfight a little bit more. Kenny, again, MVP all 3 matches from the last one, bringing in his Swiss Army knife. That is the ADV. Now, Galen and company are down here at Team Bravo. Let's see what planes they're going to be picking to offset Razor Strike, who is coming off of a hot round there. They're on fire right now, winning 3-0. Now, hopefully, Galen and them got some warm-up matches before they joined in here. Maybe they're good to go and not coming in cold because, again, Razor Strike is in the zone right now. Thank you for the follow, Big Chungy. Welcome in as well. Evil Bull has followed. I meant to give you a shout-out as well. If I do miss you, again, we've got a lot of action going on. I apologize, but just know I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Galen Tone will be bringing in the F100 locked in. Flair G and his F16 to go against that F1 across the way. He will be bringing in mobility. Lunatic Reaper and his Swiss Army Knife ADV. Fates in the multi-directional destruction. That is the Su-22. And rounding it up, OC in the J20 to mirror that F14 across the way again. I believe the J20's presence will be known. But without further ado, folks, here we go. Good looks from the pilots on the field. Good sportsmanship. Always love to see it, folks. In the spirit of competition, we want to respectfully kick each other's asses. J20 taking a high perch up there, as he should. Again, that's what the J20 is known for. Right there. F14 already getting targeted, releasing one. I think he's just poking at him, letting him know he's there as the rest of his team moves in slow. I know Fates is definitely looking for somebody to get in front of those unguided rockets. F16. Oh, and he gets a strike on the F14 there, just a little bit off rhythm with the faster flares. Not quite enough to get him in, and holy shit! DFA Death from above with the gifted subs. Thank you. Death from above. Make sure if you're receiving a gifted sub from this man right here, drop a big thank you for him. You don't have to worry about the ads. Thank you for the support, sir. Can we get a shout out for DFA? First death on the field goes to Jeef. Lunatic Reaper takes out Kenny. Fates takes out Picharico. And now we've got a slam back and forth, a 5-kill swing to the side. That is Nova Squad here. What a turn of events. Quickly. It can happen. Lunatic Reaper sends one out. Oh, but he takes one back from the F14. Still a 4-kill lead for Nova Squad, a company. But we are in South America right now as well. Thank you, DFA. Hype in the chat. DFA, also another Metal Storm streamer. Make sure anybody here not already following him, drop him a follow. He streams pretty regularly. So make sure you check out his content. Thank you, DFA. The tide raises all ships. I'll do what I can to help out as well. I appreciate you, buddy. A little bit of a lull in the action here. Coming down 3 minutes and 25 seconds left here. J20 looking for his next target. He's got a lock. Sending one out. Will he get lucky, get a strike? I don't believe he's going to make it around the terrain there. Fates looking for his next target again. Time is not on the side of Razor Strike right here, as they're going to have to make a push in. Win some head-ups, try to even the score back out. You don't want to let it get away from you too much, as both of these teams seem they're taking defensive fronts now. Tyler, I believe that would be DFA that did the sub right there. There you go. Chris Corner, welcome in. Freya, can I get a shout out for Chris Corner as well? If you're looking for some action over on the APAC server side, again, Chris Corner and Kenshin, as well as Pickle and all them over there, they are guys definitely ones to keep up with if you want to get some of that APAC action over there. So keep your eyes out for that. They have multiple events. Chris, if you want to plug your next event here, you're more than welcome to, because again, the tide raises all ships as Flair takes out Picharico. Again, 5-kill lead Make that a 6-kill lead on the side of Nova as Jeef gets taken out. Make that a 7-kill lead. Time is not favoring Razor Strike right now. Is Freya banned from the raffle? Nobody's banned from the raffle. As long as you're not banned from the channel, you can enter the raffle. Ten to 2 now, coming down on 90 seconds left in the round here. Again, time crunching down, midnight right around the corner for Razor Strike. They're going to have to bring it back here, but I think Nova may have grinded too much time off the clock. Because at this point, they don't even have to be aggressive. They can just run it down if they need to. Razor Strike, again, they're an aggressive team. They can make a push for it, and I have seen crazier outcomes. APAC All-Stars streaming early February 3v3 fights. Again, 3v3 action by way of Chris Corner and company. APAC All-Stars. Keep your eye out for that. Keep your eye out for that. OC in the J20 looking for the next target. Again, less than a minute, I believe. And it has gotten really far away from Razor Strike here as it's looking grim, no pun intended here for Razor Strike in this first round. Pickle is commentating the APAC All-Stars again. Yes, Pickle. You got Pickle, Chris Corner, Kenshin, and company. Again, all good guys. All good guys. We try to help each other out with the advertisement. Again, yes, if you have events like that to plug, Pickle, more than welcome to. But yes, Pickle, a fellow commentator here. Please make sure y'all are going to check out their stuff. And 2-1, and there she wrote it, folks, for the first round, 12-5. A low-scoring round there. Nova moved in, got the lead early, and put the turtle shell up. Did not allow them to come back as Flare G brings in the MVP spot, going 5-1-0 in the smallest plane on the field right here. Staying agile, but also deadly. J20 going deathless as well, by way of OC in the second place. Galen also a flawless round in the F100, getting in, doing what needs to be done to put that number 1 on the scoreboard on their side. Get the scores adjusted here. Nova going up 1-0 in the set, and now we will be going to Here's Up.
You notice how the customs are putting us in South America again?
Yeah, I noticed that. I saw we're not normally in South America, but hey, they're doing some funky stuff. Funky stuff. But hey, it actually might be a neutral ground for some of these teams because both teams are going to have ping. Although, I'm not sure, does anybody know where the team Razor Strike is based? Like what country? I'm not familiar with the squad as much as some of the other guys, but does anybody know where Razor Strike is from? Predominantly, anyway. Predominantly. That might be the reason why.
I think that is South America.
Yeah,
we're in the Brazil server. If you go look at the ping right now, they all have like less than 40 ping.
Okay.
Nova's on 200.
Watch the ping latency. There you go, Dom. Thank you for the advice there. Pop looking into it for me. So, again, it seems like they are South America based. Nova, doing a little bit of deliberation here. Mozaki and company, again, they had the chance to change a plane or pilot, but it looks like they are comfortable in what they're going in as we go into this Air Sup match back at Stormbreak. But as always, folks, make sure you're dropping the hype in here for your favorite teams, who you're rooting for, who you think is going to win. Oh, it looks like Mozaki might be bringing in the Swift Foxhound here, one of the fastest planes in the game in a straight line. Maybe the speed will help him here at Air Sup to capture these points. So with him going to the 31, it looks like DMMP will be bringing in his Vigan. Now, Mozaki was in the Vigan beforehand, right? They're asking about 2 swaps because we just had... Yeah, how are we going to handle this, Pop?
Yeah, I have no issue with teams swapping around. It's just the planes, they can't change more than one.
Well, that was Mozaki in the Vigan the first round? Oh wait, hang on. Never mind, they swapped back. Okay, I guess they changed their minds. We don't know what's going on.
They can do as many swaps as they want, but then they're not allowed a plane change if you go read the rules. I was just checking to make sure I did put that in there.
Yeah, like originally Mozaki, he swapped to the Foxhound and DMMP swapped to the Vigan. That's what I was trying to make sure, because that would technically mean the Tomcat would have been changed to the Foxhound and the Vigan stayed the same, but the pilots changed. So that, I mean, that technically is too. But again, you're the commissioner, sir. You make that decision.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We are good. We are good. Awaiting the green check marks on the field. We've got 2 left on Nova's side. Again, sitting on a slight cushion here. 1-0 in the sets as we go into this air superiority match. Again, folks, keep the hype up all day long for this controlled chaos we've got here. Lightning in a bottle. Send and pop RV later. Yes, Pig Bay. Yes, I will love to play some RV there yet, but we've got to get through this chaos first, sir, so before we introduce more chaos. Lord have mercy. we dealt with that game enough last night. But without further ado, we've got 10 green check marks on the field. Let's get it on. Good looks from the pilots on the field. Again, good sportsmanship. We respectfully like to kick each other's asses. I want that to stick in everybody's head. It's not all about the toxicity, but we don't take the shit talking off the field. So, again, much respect to everybody here. They know how the atmosphere is, and we know how Metal Storm is, and this is exactly what Metal Storm is all about, folks. Thank you for the follow, Ghetto Fausts. I hope I'm saying that right, Fausts. First death on the field. Mozaki takes out OC. Not quite quick enough to get him, but he did pay for it. Galen there for the revenge kill. As Nova slightly goes up by 10 right now. Razor Strike getting control of 2 points, trying to bring it back. Not letting this match get away from him too early here, because you can't play too defensively on air sup. Pickles don't get toxic, they just get sour. Spoken from Pickle himself. OC trying to be an oppressive presence there over his home point as Picharico moving in. Oh, he finds the terrain there. Not quite acrobatic enough to make it around Dwayne The Rock Johnson, getting clotheslines. Tomcat eye on the prize over here. All 3 points on Nova's squad here. They're going to have to stop the bleeding from the artery if they're going to have to rein this match back in. Interesting maneuver indeed, Pigbay. As people in the community know, we all know, you probably wrote the manual on that, sir. You even came accompanied with pictures. Chief moving in from spawn again. Nova Squad running away 132 and growing here. It is turning into a runaway match. Multi-directional destruction there takes a trade. Picharico seen the wall and he wanted to turn the other way. It looks like he's going back towards Alpha. Razor Strikes got control of 2 points, trying to cut back into the lead here. Same like in the MSI. Faust is correct, buddy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Just making sure, just making sure. Galen's got a missile tone on him, but he shrugs it off easily as he gets down in the mountain terrain. Will save him there. Bates in the multi-directional destruction. Takes out that F1. 200 armor is not going to last long against those unguided rockets. Kenny goes down by way of OC. Again, J20 making their presence known here. 170 and growing 30 points away, and the artery is open back up. Nova Squad sitting on a big cushion here in this air sub match. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That does speed it up a little bit. All 3 points came under control there as they put the final nail in the coffin there, giving them 2-0 in the set. 2-0 in the set. Mozaki will be MVP on the board here, but not quite enough to keep his team in there as the rhythm just got too far off to bring it back in this air sup match. As Galen Tome will bring in second place. Fates right behind him in third place, rounding up the podium. Nova Squad will go 2-0 in the set. The MiG-19 and the Rafale are the two bands that we have. J-20 and Griffin are still on the field. Now, I don't know if these guys have a level 20 Griffin. If not, they wasn't comfortable enough to bring it in for the tournament. So, how is no one flying the Griffin? We did see a couple of Griffins yesterday. So, but yeah, it is a possibility. So we are using our own accounts here. So again, not everybody has it at 20. Still a very, very fairly new plane. Although it is a a lot of fun though. I love it. I love it.
Changes so far.
Alrighty then, again, last chance for Razor Strike. It all comes down to this. It is nighttime at Stormbreak, but midnight does not have to strike yet for Razor Strike. If they can mount the comeback right here. If not, Nova's sitting on a big cushion right now. They know what to do. They've been in this situation before. And all they got to do is hold on to it a little bit longer to see that next matchup. 10 check marks on the fields. Will this be the last match of the set, or will we see the mount of the start of a comeback? But without further ado, here we go. I will show the bracket right after this match right here. Or after the set. Well, I got you, Faust. Teams moving in. Moonlight Sonata in the sky. Dreary music in the background again here. Razor Strike's going to have to put on some metal and get a little aggressive if they want to pull this back. J-20 already launching some volleys out. ADV staying low. Kenny maybe trying to sneak to get a little bit closer to OC over here with staying a little bit out. OC strikes. Tomcat goes down. Kenny again trying to position himself close enough to get a lock on this J-20 that they know is probably going to be one of their biggest problems, especially in a game mode like this, as Galen takes out Mozaki, going up 2-0 for Nova. Oh, close to the terrain there. Kenny flying, getting the near miss points that you used to get for burnout. But that point is not going to help you on the scoreboard. Got to get some kills. Lunatic Reaper using the terrain to get away from that, as 3-0 still sitting on the side of Nova. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the match. Multi-directional destruction, that is Fates takes out Kenny there as OC gets another strike on DMMP. Razor Strike has got to do something to get on the board as Nova's running away with it right now. 7-0. Big lead early in this match. Picharico putting them on the board, trading with Galen. Nova still with a 7-kill lead here. Time is starting to crunch down. Nova sitting on a cushion big enough to look like one of those boneless couches you get shipped to your house. They're sitting pretty comfortable, kicked back right now. All they got to do is wait it out. But Razor Strike seems to be mounting an aggression here as they now narrow it to 6. They still got time on their side. They're not out of it yet. Player G using the terrain to his advantage there. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the match. A6 providing some cover there from the radar special ability enacted there, keeping them out of the way of that J20, but gets an indirect hit, 64 damage.
Just realized I forgot to go make the next match.
Butt guns activated as Jeef trying to get sneaky there, as Fates again, multi-directional destruction, double kill from both sides. He has earned the nickname multiple times there, and that's a prime example why right there. Hog, if you don't know what a boneless couch is, look it up and you'll see what I'm talking about, sir. It is definitely a thing. I didn't make it up, I promise. Lunatic Reaper takes out DMMP in the distance, again extending the lead to 9 by way of Nova, coming up on only 10. Not 2, 2 minutes left in the round. Missiles coming in to the J20. Faster Flares out doing the missile dance. A little bit of cha-cha there gets him out of the way. Flare G, eyes set on the F1, trying to get some damage there, as it's now a 10-kill lead for Nova. It's not looking good at all for Razor Strike here. ADV moving in. He's got an ADV on his 6. Kenny takes out Lunatic Reaper, trying to get some scores on the board here as 90 seconds is crunching down on him. (16-5), Nova Squadron again coming down on the final 60 seconds. Will they let the time be a factor, or can Nova get these last 3 kills? Again, not looking good. It is 11:59 for Razor Strike right now, 60 seconds to midnight. Oh, Picharico goes down by way of Flare G. Fates takes out Kenny. 1 kill away from Nova will solidify the next spot on the bracket, and there she wrote it, folks. The final kiss of death from the J20, high up in the air, will put them 3-0, and they will be moving on. Fates in the multi-directional destruction. Again, one of the highlights of the matches there, going flawless, 6-0-3, securing that MVP spot. OC, also flawless match for him in that J20 there. He just made his presence way too known. Galen right behind him in the 3rd place on the podium, going 5-3-2. GG's to Nova for moving on. Razor Strike, we appreciate you, pilots, and we appreciate the damn good show you put on for us, and we hope to see you come back, but unfortunately, we're going to have to part ways for now. Congratulations, Nova. You will be moving on. What's our next matchup? Pop, let me bring...
Bloodborne versus Sentinels.
Bloodborne versus Sentinels. Let me get in here. I'm going to go and bring the bracket up. Give me just a second, folks. Let's see here. There we go. Let's go to interact to make sure that we're able to see this. All right, we are in the bottom bracket here. Again, we had a forfeit against Bloodborne earlier, moving them up. Razor Strike versus Nova. Nova will be moving on. Next up, we've got Bloodborne versus Sentinels NA to see who's going to be facing Nova in the next round, folks. This is the bracket. This is the bracket right here. And again, Grim is sitting pretty there in the final spot. DOD again in the 2nd place spot, awaiting the winner from the set after this next one. So again, you can't see it. Oh, my bad. There we go. You should be able to see it. There we go. You're just gonna have to trust me. I will illustrate it for you, folks, but it will be the bottom one right here. This is where we're at. Nova will be moving on. Bloodborne Sentinels NA next. Bloodborne did have a forfeit by way of Pakistan Air Force. So again, 2 no-shows 2 days in a row from Pakistan. That's not a good look. Not a good look at all. But hey, Bloodborne will take the free ride on, and they will have to fight for their next spot against the team that is Sentinels NA. Alrighty then, folks, getting in here on the pick screen. We've got everybody in here awaiting the first ban. The first ban off the field, J20, will not be on the field for this time. Not be on the field for this time. What is Bravo going to be banning in response? Again, folks, keep the hype up for your favorite team all day long. Again, they're putting their bodies on the line for all of us here. Also want to take a second. I know YouTube seems like they might be getting a little bit ignored here. I apologize, folks. Again, my guys over at YouTube, hello to you all, too. I appreciate you. The big party's over here at Twitch, but for those of y'all that are on YouTube and you don't have a Twitch, thank you as well for being here and supporting the stream. Everybody's a part of the show, including my dogs, if you can hear them. The F3R will be off the field, which means the MiG-19 is up for grabs. Let's see what these pilots are going to be going with again. J20, F3 off the field. I was looking at the chat. It's gone, folks. It's gone. You don't have to yell at me. I will yell back, and I promise you, I'm louder than you. I don't know if that's a battle you want to get in, but yes, J20 F3 off the field. We're here to have fun, folks. We're here to have fun, y'all. Yes, don't yell at me. I'm fragile. I'm fragile. I gotta recenter my screen. Wait, what? Tilling, what are you talking about? Little bit lost here. Oh, did it again. I hope I did not mess that up. Looks good from here. Thank you. Tilling is gaslighting the host, and I don't appreciate it. All right, Alpha has locked in. Let's go down the line to see Bloodborne by way Phantom ST1 will be bringing in the M2K. That might be the first time we're seeing that in the tournament so far, Pop.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen it, at least not today for sure.
The Man Abomination and the Tomcat. Kaz will be bringing in that multi-directional destruction that is the Su-22. Forbidden will be bringing in the ADV, and LOL locking in the last spot of Bloodborne and the highly agile F-16 Raptor. Team Bravo now going through. It looks like Pickle swapping to the Tomcat. Exodia will be bringing in that MiG-19 Farmer that we all know had a big presence in yesterday. So again, Farmer not on the side of Bloodborne. You know, F-16 versus Farmer, stark contrast there as far as the light fighters go. Let's see what Bloodborne and company is going to do to handle this MiG-19. As Evil Bull will be bringing in the A4 for their attacker. Stego will be in the ADV. Egg Rolls will be bringing in the FGR-4 for their medium plane. Again, Rafal being off the field. I believe this might be the first time seeing the FGR, if I'm not mistaken. So getting a little bit of breath of fresh air, first time today for new planes. Awaiting for the final 10th green check mark, and we can get this underway. No, I have my redeems turned off for this event, Chris, because the VODs are going to be used for other purposes. So can't have a lot of screen noise, but unfortunately I do not have the shrink on for this. I might do that for a future event, but we will see. Alrighty then, let me get the names.
Mod changes.
Yeah, mod changes. No, you're good. I'm getting the names set up. Hey, there we go. Let's go on over to the live screen here, folks, so we can get this underway. Had no signal for a minute. I am back, bitches. Way to announce yourself, Freya. Thank you. Welcome back. And without further ado, first round of the set. Here we go. Bloodborne, Sentinels NA. The winner of this will be meeting Nova in the next round. So a lot on the line here, as none of these teams have a safety net anymore, except for Grim, again, sitting undefeated all the way at the top there. The only one with a safety net still intact. F14 on F14. Volley's going, but the Mountain's going to be a little bit hungry there and eat all three of those. Eggroll staying low and out of the way. Using that terrain to his advantage. Oh, A4 getting a little bit cozy right there. F14, ADV in the way right there. Decoy out. Got one coming back. Decoy eats one. Still deathless on both sides. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. There we go, there we go. Pickle moving in. Both teams staying pretty defensively here. The tension is high again, knowing they don't have that safety net, being a little bit hesitant to jump into the pool of destruction that is Stormbreak right here. Both of them have the same mind, but I have a feeling at some point there will be a mosh pit very, very quickly, as both of these teams reaching out. Phantom sending two. Pickle doing the missile dance. Faster flares out. Gets away from those. Not a single one touches them. Just too good on the rhythm. Kaz
Almost
wings.
2 minutes in and it's still 0-0.
One of the slower moving matches here. Both of them have their turtle shells on. Defensive plays from both sides as Kaz moving in, looking for his first target there. Butt Guns get some winging damage there. 32 to that Big 19. Big 19 looking for his first bite of the match, too, and he's got two in front of him. Phantom may be in trouble here. Guns find their way. Beam Riders do not, but now Exodia in a bad spot. Su-22 trying to reach to get him, almost giving the first kill. LOL gets the first kill on Pickle. First strike goes to Bloodborne. Su-22, ADV, Kaz, again, some assist from his teammate there. Takes him out. Stigo goes down 2-0, Bloodborne. 3 minutes left on the clock. The mosh pit has enacted, folks. Partial merge there, but it looks like they're backing off once again. There we go. There we go. M2K getting some ammo there. Stigo hiking for the red in the sky. 2.5 minutes left. 2-0 still on the scoreboard. Is this looking like it's going to be the lowest scoring match of the tournament so far? It is a big possibility.
It's just very intense gameplay. Yeah.
Like right now, I think the lowest scoring match we had was what, 12-7 earlier? Was that with Nova?
I don't remember scores that well, man.
I'm pretty sure it was like 12-7. It was pretty low.
This will definitely be the lowest.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the lowest scored match right now, as both teams, again, big defense here, trying to win with some field goals, as the my NFL people here know. Again, I won't talk about teams because I know some folks is sore. We won't get into it. Exodia in a bad spot here, barely breathing here, as LOL looking to put that final nail in the coffin for him. It is now 2-1, though. Guns find their way. F16 strikes Exodia. LOL gets the kill. Yep, we're having some FPS drops. Slight package loss here. Give it just a second to stabilize out. Hopefully, folks, we won't have that much of a problem. I do see my OBS is having some slight issues. It might be my internet, folks. This is what I was talking about, stability-wise. Bear with me, hang in there. Hopefully it will not crash and it'll level out. Just hang in there with me, folks. If you can still hear my voice there, it's good again. Okay, just making sure. It might be some momentary lapses here. Again, I have slight packet loss, but wasn't as bad as it was yesterday. Again, just bear with me, folks. Apologies for the technical difficulties. 6-2 here. Bloodborne going up by 3 now. Less than a minute left. 40 seconds left on the board. Sentinels is going to have to make a big push right here at the end. Only down by 2. They can bring it back. "25 seconds left. Bloodborne sitting 3-kill lead. Sentinel's going to have to make a push here in the final moments if they want to keep that 1 off the scoreboard for Bloodborne. Man Abomination high up in the air doing the missile dance. ADV trying to reach out to get him, but it doesn't look like time is going to be on their side as the lowest match, I believe, possibly in the history of Squad Wars just happened right in front of our eyes. 9
a win's a win.
to 5. A win is a win. A win is a win, definitely, for sure. 9 to 5. First point will be going to Bloodborne here. Let me get the points adjusted as we go and take a look at the podium. LOL securing it with a flawless victory in his F-16, smallest plane on the field. F-14 by way of Pickle, second place, not quite enough to keep his team in there as Kaz rounds up third place on the podium in that Su-22. Air sup, here we go. Bloodborne up 1-0 in the set.
Well, now they have to play aggressive, so let's see who comes out on top here.
Stego says no plane changes for them. They're ready to get the ball rolling and on the way here. Comfortable. Maybe a different game plan going into this Air Sup format here. Again, as Pop stated, different mode, different strategies have to come into play. We see hype in the chat for Bloodborne. Hype in the chat for Bloodborne again. Good job on the boys. Good defensive plays there. Got up when they needed to, and they held on to it. A win is a win, stated by Commissioner Pop.
Waiting on Pickle here, it seems.
Yeah, right now we've got 9 out of 10 green check marks. Pickle may be deliberating here and maybe giving some strategies here. Sentinels backs against the wall. As I stated before, no more safety net, and I know they're hungry for it. Deliberations, tactics, again, big part of the tournament play. Trying to keep that mentality in check, as Bird stated as well. Advice, you got to keep your head right. It doesn't matter about the tactics if you're not in the right frame of mind. So, again, maybe he's trying to calm his guys down. Maybe this is that halftime speech, pepping up his boys as we go back into Air Sup Stormbreak. Folks, without further ado, here we go. Deal for real, thank you over here at YouTube. I see you still going. Just making sure. Again, that's part of the reason why I didn't run my camera today. The less I have to run, maybe the more stable it's got to be. But again, if you do see some stuttering, just stick with us. Again, it will level out as soon as possible, just so long it doesn't straight up just kick us all out. So let's go, LOL. They should be watching you the whole time. Again, LOL standout performance here in that F-16. Smallest plane on the field as he's eyeballing this Bravo area moving in. We've got some missile volleys there. Mountain eats that. Just a little bit too hungry for that armament there. Still a stalemate here as now Bravo, now the first time touched. LOL getting the first ring capture there, as all 3 points goes to the side of Bloodborne, taking an early lead slightly here. But Sentinels right on the heels as they take all 3 for themselves. I believe we're about to see a back and forth. Cass, back guns out. 19 in trouble as he gets a backwards trade. Something we're not usually seeing there as the Beam Riders squeaked through right before the final bullet of that machine gun took him out. F-14 on F-14 volleys there, getting a little bit of suppression as this F-14 patrolling this Charlie area. The double-barreled booty blasters in effect there, as I call them. Yes, the multi-directional destruction. Double-barreled booty blasters. Try to say that 5 times fast, ladies and gentlemen. ADV by way of Forbidden patrolling the land. He's got a MiG-19 in his sights. Hunter missile goes, indirect hit. MiG-19 might be into some trouble. He looked away for just a second. Hunter missile will find it 6. Kaz wings out, looking for it. Welcome in, Razor. Welcome in, Razor. 105 and growing. Bloodborne in the lead right now. Sentinels a bit off rhythm in this air sup game mode. A4 on Su-22 action. Oh, and the A4 is going to be victorious in that head-up joust right there, but Bloodborne still with all 3 points. F-14 doing the missile dance. Faster flares out. Oh, he gets struck. Indirect hit. 90 damage to him there. Forbidden patrolling area Alpha once again. LOL in a turn battle over here looking for his next target. As Sentinels NA have control now, trying to scratch back at the lead. That is Bloodborne. Phantom there to get Bravo, and he's on the run. F-14 looking to strike up Pickle in trouble as the machine guns find their home. Man, Abomination dipping down to get point Charlie. Ooh, narrow miss there by the wings as Bloodborne extends their lead 140 to 96 and growing. The artery is opened up. Sentinels against the wall right here. It is not looking good for them, folks. Bloodborne making their presence known early in this round again. 165 and growing. Artery still split open and no tourniquet left, still sitting here in the way at all. Gracious, folks, gracious. 185. 195. 4, 3, 2, 1. And there she wrote it, folks. Bloodborne with the win at Air Sup, putting them up 2-0 in the sets. They got in, they held on to the rhythm. Sentinels got their backs against the wall and just couldn't recover enough to knock them back. As LOL again, MVP 2 times in a row, going flawless. 2-0, 1,300 points. Egg rolls in the FGR4 trying to keep his team in there, but not quite enough to keep them in as Kaz in the Su-22 rounds up 3rd spot of the podium. Bloodborne 2-0 in the set.
Do you think we're going to see passive gameplay here again, or are one of them going to play aggressive now? Get that initial lead. Since they know they like to turtle up both teams. Like,
now, I know these guys over here at Bloodborne. I know that they are one of these new and up-and-coming squads. I do know that they are hungry for it, and with them sitting on as big of a cushion as they are, I would not be surprised if they play aggressive here because they're sitting here on fire with a 2-0 in the set. Right now, Sentinels NA has no choice but to play aggressive here unless the only spot is the turtle, but I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit more aggressive play here. Maybe. Now again, Bloodborne sitting pretty, all 5 checks across the field. Sentinels NA has an opportunity. They will be changing to the M2K to mirror Phantom on the other side, bringing those guns to the field. Let's see if that is going to make a big difference adaptation-wise as far as it goes, because 2-0 going against them right now. They got to do what they got to do because this is the last chance for Sentinels NA as we head back into the night. And folks, staying with me, here we go. Dulante, thank you for the follow as well. I see that, sir. Again, I'm trying to touch them as I see the notifications pop up, but thank you for the follow. We are almost at 700 followers, folks, at the Twitch channel. Much appreciation to everybody here. Thank you for the follows, and thank you for the support as we move into this possible final round of this set, unless Sentinels NA has something to say about it. As they move into the nighttime Stormbreak, thank you for the follow. B-Dial, Dilly, I hope I'm probably butchering that name, but thank you for the follow. How fast the F-16 moves around the map. The F-16, one of the most agile planes in the game. Even with the new, we've got a trade between the farmer, Exodia, and Kaz go down 1-1, both sides. Sentinels NA again being a little bit more aggressive here on both sides. 2-2 on the score. As I stated before, prediction coming true. Both teams moving in, and it's a mosh pit, ladies and gentlemen. 3-3 on the scoreboard. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Four to four again, staying neck and neck. Mosh pit taking victims of both sides, it seems, here as Bloodborne getting that one kill over. 5-4, coming up on 4 minutes left in the match. Egg Roll's patrolling the land here as Stigo above, launching missiles out. Got his decoy out. Decoy hits one. Decoy hits two. Oh, there was the second one for the decoy. Second one missed. Still 5-4, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Bloodborne slight lead here if they can hold on to it. Thank you, Rocky Middlestorm, for the follow as well. Now is the lull in the chaos there as Bloodborne victorious in that first merge. Now I think we'll start seeing a little bit of situational defense here, but not from Sentinels NA as they're hungry for it. Moving in with the farmer, chugging away, takes out Phantom. Cass takes out Stigo. 6-6, tied game here. Forbidden re-ammoed here. Pickle takes out Kaz. Stigo coming back in from spawn. A4 ADV action. A4 takes it down, but LOL there to get the revenge. Still 7-2-7. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the board. ADV launching in, trying to get a strike on Kaz. Looking for his next targets here. He's got a Tomcat in the distance, but one missile comes back. 240 damage. He didn't like that one bit. Bloodborne up by one still. 2.5 minutes left. 8-7 in their favor. Again, no more safety nets for Sentinels. It all comes down to this, and it's up to them for the next 2 minutes and 25 seconds here to stay on top of that scoreboard. Pickle moving in, a little bit of lull in the action here as both teams regrouping, rechecking themselves, repositioning, doing what they got to do before they move in for this next assault. Pickle patrolling that upper perch. That it is for the interceptor. Multi-lock out. Can he get a strike? Does not quite find his home there, but the suppression helps get him there, but he takes out Forbidden. LOL in trouble. Flares was out. Oh, he gets a strike on LOL. Double kill from the Tomcat. That is Pickle. Pickle's got to turn off there. Bloodborne only with a 1 kill lead. Still coming up on 90 seconds left. Again, it all comes down to this. Sentinels just have to poke in, win one heads up to tie it up. Is it possible we could see an overtime? Or will Bloodborne's presence just be too known? Coming up on 60 seconds left. Missile volleys trying to reach out, hoping to get a lucky strike there. The man Abomination extending the lead by 2 with less than a minute left. Exodia making a push. The chug of the farmer guns trying to find a strike, but that Su-22 there is trying to say something otherwise. ADV in trouble. Stigo, man Abomination. Bloodborne up 14-13. Less than a minute left. 40 seconds crunching down. Kaz with the farmer in his sights trying to reach out. Forbidden takes out Stigo, extending the lead by 2. 30 seconds left. Evil Bull takes out Forbidden. Still a 1 kill game. It is a back and forth, folks. F-14 trying to reach out to do it. Missile dance from both sides. Faster Flares, rhythm just a little bit off, and Pickle goes down. 16-14 Bloodborne. Multi-directional destruction there. Exodia in a bad spot. Blood guns are out, but assisted kill from Forbidden keeps them 2 kills up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and by got one kill, folks. There she wrote it. Bloodborne will be securing the third victory of the set. What a close match there. I felt it in my chest. Holy shit. As the chat called it out, LOL making his small presence very, very big on the field, going 8, 4, and 2. And TDM by way of the F16, LOL in the MVP spot. Evil Bull right behind him going 6, 3, and 0 in the A4, but not quite enough to keep him in. Kaz there in the multi-directional destruction. Sue 22 rounding up third spot. Congratulations to Bloodborne for moving on. Sentinels NA, as always, thank you for participating, y'all. You gave us a damn good show, but unfortunately we will have to part ways until next time. Hopefully we will see you in some future Squad Wars. Alrighty then, Pop. Who do we have next up? We've got Nova versus Bloodborne. Yes. Nova versus Bloodborne. This is a rematch from the first round. Bloodborne will definitely be coming back into this with a chip on their shoulder. As they move in for this rematch there, they're not looking to have the same thing happen. But let's see if Nova's got anything to say about it. There we go, getting the names changed on the screen. Megatron with 5 gifted subs. Thank you, sir. 5 more people not having to worry about the ads. Much appreciation to you. Much appreciation to you, y'all. Thank you. Make sure y'all tell these folks thank you if you receive a gifted sub. Also, if you did receive a gifted sub, make sure you re-enter into the giveaway. Actually, Pop, right here, before we start this next one, I'm going to go ahead and draw for the first winner. I almost forgot about it. We've got 64 users in here, 100 tickets between the subs. I'm going to give it a couple of more seconds. Make sure if you are entering in now. I'm going to close it for a second to pick our first winner. I'm going to close it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ship Doug got in there right at the end. Ruski, I believe you're already in there. I'm closing it momentarily. Let's see who our first winner of the day is going to be.
It'll be me, right?
I'm hoping I'm going to say this right. It's Fluke Vaughan. Fluke 7 Vaughan. I hope I'm not butchering that. FLUCH7 WAGEN. I'm going to type it in the chat just to make sure, because I'm pretty sure I am butchering that name. Fluke Vaughan, I hope we need to see you in the chat. Please say something. Let us know that you are there so that you can claim your prize. I'll give you a second to do that, buddy. If anybody knows Fluke Vaughan, I hope I'm not butchering that too bad, but Fluke Vaughan, if I don't hear anything from you in the next few minutes, I will pick another drawing. So make sure y'all stay in this. He ain't here? Are you sure about that, Abadoon? You know what, folks? I'm feeling a little bit froggy. I think I'm going to do an extra one. Y'all. I'm feeling a little bit froggy. Let's go ahead and get a second winner while we're waiting. OC224 in the chat. OC224, winner of a Metal Storm code. OC224, are you in the chat? I believe that's OC from the team earlier. Fluke Vaughan is not here. OC is in the game. Yes, OC. I do know he was a competitor in here. Are you there? He is. There he is. Alrighty then, sir. You are our second winner here. I'm going to leave Fluke Vaughan there. Trying to pick band. Yes, he's in the game. Fluke Vaughan, if he does say anything, I will give a code to both of them. There he is. There he is. Again, make sure y'all send me a whisper or on Twitch or message me on Discord. You should be in the servers here. If you're not, !Discord. Join my Discord. Send me a message and I will make sure. There he is. Flukwagen. I hope I'm not messing up your name, sir. You have won a Metal Storm code. Get with me after the stream and I will make sure you are taken care of, sir. Both you and OC are our first winners here. Abadoon, you are the last person to say anything's rigged, but for now, we will resume the entries here, but make sure, again, y'all get with me after the stream or send me a DM, and I will make sure you get your code. Congratulations, Flukwagen and OC. OC is actually in the match currently right now. Yeah, there he is. OC, winner of a Metal Storm code. Again, active people. We will have another drawing for a bigger code before the finals match. So again, make sure y'all are sticking in there. If you're not in there, I have reopened it for everybody. So make sure you're getting in there.
16 band. That's the first time I've seen that.
Oh, the F-16 is off the field. Oh, it looks like Galen and company lost somebody. Who left?
They're swapping out their sub.
Oh, there we go. Looks like you got enough gold to do another 3. Pack, that's my gold, sir. I've got
J20 band.
I've got plenty of codes for everybody here. Again, that's going to be going for a while. As Phantom and company banned the J20, what was the first ban? F-16? Is that correct?
Yeah, F-16.
The first time in Squad Wars history, I believe, F-16 has been banned. J20 has been banned. So Farmer and Rafal still on the field. Do we have to enter each time or just once? Razor, if you're in there the first time, you will still be in there. So again, if it doesn't give you a message after you say !enter with your name, that means you're already in there, sir. So you should be good. Because the giveaway is still the same. As y'all can see. It's still the same list of folks right here. Alrighty then, Team Alpha's locking in their planes. Again, Rafal left on the field. Galen Tome will be taking the helm of that Rafal. Fates in the Su-22 multi-directional destruction as we saw him earlier. OC, winner of one of our first codes here, bringing in the Griffin. Y'all were asking for it. Ask and ye shall receive as the Griffin hits the field by way of OC. Lunatic Reaper in his Swiss Army Knife ADV. Okay, for those of y'all that were wondering, Wildcat from Grim Reapers. Wait a minute. I feel like there's some gaslighting here. Can we get a confirmation here? I got a message from Wildcat from Grim Reapers. Is he Flukwagen? Folks, can you help me out here? I'm not getting gaslit here. I'm just trying to make sure. Because if so, sir, again, yes, he is. Again, I got to get confirmation from other ones. Making sure I'm not getting duped, folks. Yes, he is. Okay. Wildcat, I got you, buddy. I'll make sure you get your stream. Yeah, OC, I got you too, sir. You're already good, man. I know you're here. His Sentinel's friends can confirm. Okay. Yes, OC's in the match. Yeah, he's definitely here. That's him. Yes. Okay, I got you, Wildcat. I got you, brother. Alrighty then. Give us all some silver. I don't have that power. You got to win the codes there, Faust. Now, again, awaiting Bloodborne to lock in. It looks like Phantom will be mirroring Galen across the field with that F3R, bringing in one of my favorite paints. Oh, look at that. It's got the raccoons on there as well. I don't think I've seen that decal yet. The Man Abomination will be bringing in the Tomcats. LOL, being out of the F-16, will be bringing in the next Agile plane, the F-22 Raptor. Forbidden will be bringing in the MiG-19 destructive force that is the Farmer. to mirror the Griffin on the other side. Kaz, I believe, will be bringing in the Su-22.
Whoever wins here, by the way, it will be guaranteed top 4, so guaranteed entry for next one in a seated position, and whoever loses will not be on the podium or anything.
Alrighty, folks, as Pop, the commissioner, has said, the winner of this they're basically fighting for what, 4th place?
Yeah, fourth place minimum.
4th
They can
place
obviously
minimum.
go for 1st place still.
Yeah, they can still go for 1st place, but this is a 4th place minimum and an automatic qualification for a future Squad Wars event here. Again, fighting for 4th place and on. Again, no safety nets for either one of these teams.
I'm on the night map right now, I just realized, whoops.
I think we would have all been for it. Everybody was ready up, and now you done reset it. Everybody will ready up pretty quickly here. Again, folks, we're ready to get back into it. Rematch from the first rounds. Let's see how Bloodborne's going to handle it this time around, because I know they got a chip on their shoulder. And Pop's game crashed. He has the crown right now.
1 second, loading back in.
Technical difficulties all around, folks. But again, I'll let you have my voice here for company. As you know what I mean. I don't know what you're
here we go.
gonna do for that as Pop, the commissioner, gets us loaded in, and here we go, folks. Let's get it on. First match of the set: Nova, Bloodborne. Wildcat, again, I hope, no offense to you, sir. I had to ask. Redemption match being spoken in the chat. Will this be a redemption match for Bloodborne as they have fought their way back to Nova? Now again, Nova standing there like Thanos in Endgame. The speech given, you couldn't live with your failure, so what did that do? It brought you back to me. But we all know how Endgame went, so it's going to be up to these teams as far as who's going to get that Infinity Gauntlet and snap the other team out of the existence. That is Squad Wars. F-22 Raptor Disruptives out, gets him out of the way. Terrain with the help again. Both teams playing slightly defensive. Man Abomination in a bad spot, but Faster Flares gets him out of the way. Forbidden moving in with the Farmer. Trades with Fate. Still 1-1 on the board. Oh, with glancing blows there. Lunatic Reaper goes down by way of LOL as Kaz takes out Gotti. Bloodborne taking an early lead. 3-1. 4 minutes left on the clock. Little bit of lull in the action, a slight merge there, dipping their toes in the pool, but it looks like Bloodborne here is wanting to swim some laps. Again, holding on to a 2-kill lead. Man Abomination, Phantom looking to refurbish their planes there to get those flames from coming back out. LOL poking just a little bit, trying to get some missiles in his direction there, making them waste their armaments. Becoming a war of attrition here. Even if they don't find their home, getting the other team to waste their rockets is good enough to make them go towards those ammo rings, and you can kind of anticipate their paths a little bit easier when you know they're low on missiles. Definitely a good strategy there. Definitely a good strategy there. Lunatic Reaper goes down by way of Man Abomination as Bloodborne extends their lead by 4. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Galen blocking the vision there on the radar for his enemy, but it's still 5-1 coming down to 2.5 minutes left. The turtle shell going up. Bloodborne, all they have to do is wait it out. But LOL said he's not waiting for anything as he gets one through to Gotti. 6-1 here. Fates looking at LOL. LOL using the speed of that 22 to get away from the other 22. Oh, but he takes out Lunatic Reaper. I don't think he was there as they peekabooed him. Kaz with the back guns. Nope, not quite the back guns. Gets taken out by Fates. Man Abomination going up for more ammo here, looking to get a little bit more bite. As his next target getting locked on, 14 across. Terrain is going to prove too useful for him. Su-22, will the missile get around the corner? Disruptives come out, get him out of trouble. F-14, in possible trouble there, doing the missile dance, but he's not going to get away from that Su-22, but repeat from Fates there. You take out my Tomcat, I'll get yours. LOL takes out Fates. Lunatic Reaper goes down by way of LOL again, putting on a performance. Let's find him. Oh, LOL got taken down in a trade. I couldn't find him. There we go. F-14 on F-14 action. Missile volleys in the air. Bloodborne still with a 6-kill lead. Sitting pretty on a big cushion here. Minute 10 left. Yes, F-16 and J-20 are off the field. 7-kill lead in the form of Bloodborne here. Time is definitely on their side and not on the side of Nova, who's got their backs against the wall. Bloodborne moved in, got the lead, and has held on to it all match long. Su-22 in the distance, getting locked on by the Griffin. Secured tightly behind that disguise, but now he's in the open air trying to reach out to get Phantom. Can he get him? And he gets him before he gets to the help. Su-22 on the runs, got the back guns out, but the Tomcat shrugged him off. Not quite enough to take him down, but Bloodborne sitting 17-9 with 10 seconds left. It looks like that one will be going to their side of the scoreboard first and foremost here. 3, 2, 1, and there she wrote it, folks. 18-10, first match of the set in the books. Bloodborne again, chip on their shoulder, proving they did not forget yesterday whatsoever. LOL, I want to point out again, dominant performance. Dominant performance from LOL, 9-2-0 in the F-22, Forbidden behind him in the Farmer, 5-3-2. The Man Abomination in the third spot of the podium as Bloodborne strikes first. What a match there. A little bit of defense, a little bit of strategy goes a long, long way, and Bloodborne proved it right there. Galen and company will now have an opportunity to change a person or a plane. Going into this air superiority game mode, some adaptations will be made because, again, their backs are even further against the wall.
I'd like to clarify something real quick because I think a couple people are confused. They asked me about it before, too. You can change one plane if you lose, or you can change all your players around your team. You just kind of have to choose what you want to do.
Okay, so
if you don't choose a plane, you can swap every single player around on your team if you'd like. But if you change a plane, then you can't swap any players.
So in the situation that we had before, just for clarification, folks, again, if we have a situation
they
where
their plane back, so they just switch players around there.
There you go.
So.
Okay, all right. Now, again, the rules part of it falls in the commissioner's lap. I let Pop handle it, and he tells me what to do from there. But again, we just want to make sure that this stays as fair a competition as possible. Glitch King, welcome in. Glitch King, can we get a shout out for Glitch, please? Tyler as well, if you haven't already received one. Freya, I want to make sure to give a call out too. Thank you to Freya as well for putting our predictions up and handling the shout outs as well. She's my moderator. She's my better half. Thank you, Freya. We all know Freya.
Aww.
Give yourself a shout out as well too. Freya has been also streaming here as well. So we got a lot of streamers. But yes, community, make sure you tell Freya thank you for keeping us in check here. Now, Bloodborne checks across the board as Galen and company deliberating, trying to see if they want to stick with what they got. Galen, I know they love discussing tactics and very communicative team here that is Nova.
Here we go.
Alrighty then, folks. 10 check marks across the board. Second round underway, folks. Air sup at Stormbreak. Token doublers, yes. I do got a good bit of them. That was part of the MSI participation things there. So they do take care of us as the commentators for the bigger events. I can thank Starform for that. They do help me out there for the event. So yes. Alrighty then, folks. Both teams moving in. There you go. Thanks from everybody. Much respect in the chat. Much respect in the show. Again, hello to my guys over at YouTube as well. B-Dial, subscribe. Thank you for the subscription. I hope I'm saying your name right. B-Dial or B-Dilly. Please let me know if I'm butchering your name. I apologize if I am. As Bloodborne, slight lead here. Looks like a back and forth already with this air sup battle as they're battling over Point Bravo. Gotti with the Tomcat moving into the tunnel. Not a normal place we're used to seeing a Tomcat. But hey, whatever you gotta do to get the points, as it's still a back and forth. Galen Tome takes out Kaz. Lunatic Reaper Flames coming out of the back and not in the way that you want it to be. Again, keeping it less than a 10-point game, back to back to back. ADV moving in, Point Bravo gonna take control of that. Fate's right behind him for the coverage. If you're gonna have somebody watching your 6, definitely a Su-22 is one good to do it. Gotti looking like he is aware of those back guns, moving to the side there, again, proving tactics of how to handle those double barrel booty blasters. That is Kaz. Elevation and angles, good ways to counter those back guns there for anybody that has found themselves on the bad receiving end of those things. Elevation and angles, elevation and angles. Forbidden moving in, MiG-19 running away from Fates in that Su-22 as Nova's now got control of all three, moving and extending their lead. Bloodborne answers back with all 3 points under their control. Back and forth, back and forth. Phantom taking out Lunatic Reaper. Fates finding himself in the wall, but not quite enough to take him down as LOL taps him down the rest of the way. Bloodborne, the artery has split open, and they now have all 3 momentarily as they tied it back up and now extending their lead. 122 and growing again. Nova a little bit off rhythm here. They're still close enough to bring it back as Bloodborne trying to run away with it if they can help it. Oh my gosh, Cass there taking out Galen Tome. 142 and growing for Bloodborne again. Rhythm is offset for Nova here as they got the artery open back up. Tourniquet nowhere in sight. Nova's got to offset this team that is Bloodborne if they have any chance of bringing this back. 168 and growing, still all 3 under their possession. Gracious, folks, gracious. OC takes out Forbidden. Hopefully not blinded by the code that he won earlier there, folks. But now they've tried to put a stop to the bleeding as Bloodborne now only needing 14 points away from a second win in this set. That chip on their shoulder, a big, big presence here, it seems. Bloodborne come in with a plan. 196 and growing, 3 seconds left for Bloodborne here. All they gotta do is touch it. Su-22 on the attack, and there she wrote it, folks. 200, 129, Bloodborne strikes again. This is the final opportunity for Nova squad there as Forbidden in the MiG-19 bringing up MVP spot. Definite point control there as OC right behind him in the Gripen 1265. Fates multi-directional destruction in third place, but not quite enough to keep the rhythm on the field for this air sup match. 2-0 Bloodborne. Nova's backs are against the wall, folks, and this is as razor thin as it can get. Final opportunity to move on here. Will Nova mount another comeback, or will Bloodborne make their presence just too known to move on to the next round? Well, we are going back into the dead of the night. That is Stormbreak, as Galen and company will be deliberating plans to see, because again, first time around did not work for them, but they did keep it close, so maybe mentalities, maybe tension. Yes, they do need a MiG-19 on their side, in our opinion. I mean, to match the firepower that is the Farmer, I mean, it is one of the most banned planes for a reason. Gripen being a good tactic to use, but it's kind of making you wonder if that MiG-19 needs to be seeing both sides of the field. It might be the difference maker. Looks like Galen will be changing his mods. Let's see if there's any other changes, because we know that Nova are good tacticians when it comes to situations like this. They've been in it before. They're no strangers to the tension, but let's see how they handle it here against, again, this new and up-and-coming squad, Bloodborne. We've got Chex Fate staying in that multi-directional destruction. That is the Su-22. OC staying in the Gripen. Lunatic Reaper still on the ADV. Galen still on the F3. Yep, it's looking like they may be sticking to it. I know, I can just imagine. I think Galen's giving the halftime speech of the century here, trying to rally his guys back up to at least put a strike back.
Bro. He just quote the Independence speech.
Did I?
No, he can't. They're going into the night maps. Don't go quietly into the night types.
Don't go quietly into. There we go. I have so many sound ticks that it just comes out when it comes out. Alrighty, folks. Galen will be swapping to his Saber, bringing, maybe that is the difference maker here, to match that front end firepower that is the Farmer. I've seen Galen run that Saber many of times, but let's see if it's going to pay off for him here, as this is possibly the last match of the sets, unless Nova's got something to say about it, folks. Here we go. I want to see it in the chat. This is war, folks. This is war. Galen moving in, bringing in that F-100 there. LOL going up again. One of our standout players so far in the last two sets. He was in the smallest plane on the field, but he definitely made his presence known last time in the F-16. But with that targeted ban from Galen and company, put him in the 22, but they have not quelled him yet. Looking like we're seeing a little bit of a turtle shell defense from both teams as the long-range missile volleys goes out. Assisted kill, LOL, first kill of the match. Just got done talking about the man, gets the final strike on Gotti. Forbidden chugging away, looking at the ADV, trying to get a strike there, but Phantom there to finish him off. Still 2-2, 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the round. ADV looking up for any red in the sky that they can get, trying to get to the action here. There we go. Fate's in a bad spot. Multiple missiles coming to his direction. Gets 240 damage, but not quick enough as LOL gets another strike. LOL may be in a bad spot himself. Galen's had enough of it, and he's trying to get him, and he does. revenge for his teammates there. 3-3 still. Nova trying to bring it back. Man Abomination gets a kill on Gotti, making it 4-3. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the round. Gripping in the distance, locked on. Going to be a little too close to terrain, I believe, to get a strike there, but LOL knows what he's doing. We all have seen it. Been looking for a next target himself. Su-22, watch those back guns. Elevation and angles, can he get to him before those guns come out? Beam Riders out. Su-22 also on the back. Forbidden Guns overheats as Fates gets away with a sliver of health. Kaz finishes Fates right before he gets to the health, though. In the distance, Forbidden takes out Gotti as Bloodborne extends their lead by 3 with 3 minutes left on the clock. LOL takes out Lunatic Reaper. Lunatic Reaper takes out Kaz. Again, 2-kill lead for Bloodborne. Crunching down. They just got to hold on to it. Missile volleys in the air, trying to get a strike with the F-14. Not quite enough there as LOL looking to strike back. Missile tones in the air, missile dance, doing a little bit of cha-cha slide there. Gets away from those and shrugs them off. Alrighty then, folks. Man Abomination in a bad spot here. Fates looking to try to solidify it, but the mountain does it instead as Man Abomination finds the wrong side of the terrain. Oh, and Fates gets a double kill there by way of L. Make that a triple kill. Fates, multi-directional destruction, ties it back up 10-10, 11-11. Folks, we've got a fight on our hands. What a play by Fates there, bringing his team back to even there as they regroup and move back in, coming down on 90 seconds left. Last chance effort for Galen and company, and they're proving that they're not going to waste it so far. What a play, what a play. That is definitely going to go in the highlights for sure, folks. We've got a multi-lock sent out from Gotti, hoping for a strike. Don't believe he's going to find his way as the Rafal tries to retaliate there. Looking for Fates there. He's got his eye on the top cap, but he gets taken out by Kaz instead. Trying to make more room, but Kaz was having none of it. OC in a bad spot here. Only 190 armor. Oh, and Gotti takes out Phantom. OC takes out Man Abomination, and now Galen and company extends their lead. 15-12, folks. They have come back. 45 seconds on the board. I can hear Galen in the chat now. Pull back. We've got the lead. They've just got to hold on to it. What a comeback, folks. We've got a fight on our hands. This is war. Let's go. 20 seconds left on the board. Time is on the side of Nova. The turtle shell comes up. And now their hopes are back alive here as 10 seconds strikes down on this clock. 5, 4, final push, 3, 2, 1. Bloodborne trying to make a push, but Galen and them, Nova Squad is not going to have any of it as they now have put a strike back on their side. What a comeback, folks. Galen in the F-100 proving the swap to that Saber well as LOL, the 22, still putting a presence there. Second spot on the podium. Fates single-handedly bringing them the tide effort that might have been the push enough to get the fire sparked under their asses to put more of a score on that scoreboard and to come out victorious there. 2-1 still to Bloodborne, but we've got a fight on our hands, folks. Damn good show. This is what we come here,
way,
folks. What is that, Pop?
I said something before. Actually, whoever loses this gets fourth place, and whoever wins gets guaranteed third place or higher. So they're actually fighting to whoever's going to get a portion of the prize pool.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
This is the winners of this will be placed in the money. They're fighting for the money, but I believe the mindset that these guys have and the hunger that I'm seeing them put on this field, they're eyeballing that first place. Now, I know Grim is out there sitting back, feet kicked up, watching these guys go at it. You know, but with matches like that, it makes you wonder what kind of condition they're going to be in by the time they reach them. You know, but I know Grim's out there taking notes and keeping their eyes on the people that they need to keep their eyes on. Because they definitely won that advantage yesterday. But again, this is some hunger that I have not seen in a while. Gracious, these folks are putting it on the line. 321 Kaz, thank you for the follow as well. I was going to make sure to touch on that. Galen and them looking in at this air sup match. Bloodborne still one kill, or not, one win away from advancing. But after the fire that Nova showed at the last match, they're not done yet. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be here for this air sup battle. Big 19 coming in, and Fates goes down by way of Forbidden. Forbidden was not having any of that as Gotti finds his way to the terrain. Oh, we've got some drop frame, folks. Again, hold on with us, hold on with us. If you can still hear me on Twitch, I think YouTube went down, Pop. I think YouTube went down. I'm going to call it like I'm still here. Bloodborne up 58-30 right now. There we go. I think we're back on YouTube. Give it a second. It's stabilizing out. Folks. We still got a match on our hands. Bloodborne still going 71-30, extending their lead. Give it just a second, folks. It is stabilizing out. If you can still hear me, listen to my voice. Refresh. Yes, give it just a second. It will be back. Galen moving in. Bloodborne 87-45 right now, but Galen and company Nova trying to fight their way back. Hitting 50 points. They're not out of it yet. All 3 points under their control. Here we go. I know we're having a little bit of lag issues here. Just stick with me, folks. Can you still hear my voice? Just listen to it. It's a radio wave. There we go. Fates moving into this Bravo area. Taking control there. Nova only down by 20 points. Bloodborne's got control of 2, though, trying to extend the lead. Artery opened up all 3. Forbidden goes down by way of Fates. OC moving in the gripping under disguise. Yes, I can see the packet loss on my OBS again. I believe it's my internet, folks. Again, just be patient. Be patient with me. It will stabilize out. Thank you, Abadoon. All 3 points under the control of Nova, trying to scratch their way back, down by about 40 points. But if Bloodborne's got anything to say about it, that final win is within their grasp if they can hold on to it. Fates in the suit, 22, reaching out. It's got LOL in his sights, trying to reach out. No, Disruptives comes out in time. Bloodborne up by 20 points. Nova scratching back, though. All 3 points under their control as they're bringing it back. Down by less than 10 now. Nova still with the artery opened up there has now taken the lead back for themselves. They are not out of it yet. Phantom takes out Gotti. Phantom got another sight in his way by way of Galen, trying to get him out. Galen's not going to be able to get away from that, as now Phantom's moving in to take that alpha spot. Nova has found their rhythm there as Bloodborne now takes control. We've got a back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. Kaz moving in. He's got a sight set on that ADV. ADV not going to make it to that point as Bloodborne, all 3 points under their control. They have brought it back, folks. This is the war we're talking about. They have now taken the lead back. What a match. What a match. Fates takes out LOL. Forbidden moving in here to the Bravo area will definitely be met with some opposition. Watch for those butt guns, folks. Oh, OC takes a crash. Bloodborne, all 3 under their control. Can they hold on to it? Can they quail the Nova squad? They are 5 seconds away. 4, 3, 2. Oh, Nova takes back control. Only 3 points needed for Bloodborne. Will they get it? Bloodborne will take it. 200 to 167. Final nail in the coffin. GG's, boy, for damn sure. Holy shit, what a match. Phantom ST1.
Elimination.
I thought we were going to be seeing elimination for the first time, but Bloodborne said not today. As Phantom rounds up the MVP spot in his F3R. Forbidden right behind him in that destructive MiG-19 Farmer. Fates, again, standout performance from the last match, rounding up the 3rd place, but not quite enough to keep him in. But as always, Nova, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the fight that you gave us, and thank you for the damn good show you gave us. We hope to see you again in a future Squad Wars events. Would be happy to have you, but Bloodborne will be moving on.
Bloodborne versus Death on Demand next, and Bloodborne's in the alpha spot.
Alrighty, folks, I am going to take a few minutes for a break here. If you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to get some drinks, again, it's going to be 5 minutes or less. It's not going to be too long, but let's take a short break while we get these teams in here. We've got DOD, Bloodborne next. Winner of this will be facing Grim in the finals. But as always, folks, we will be right back.
Man, I was actually getting excited because I really thought they were going to take that back.
Bloodborne Alpha.
Yep.
Wait a minute. I think we're on the live. By the way, I'm going to come back shortly from the break. Thank you for the gifted subs. If you can hear me, hell yeah. Gracious. You know what? We're just going to come back. I was just giving my voice a break after that last match. Y'all could probably still hear us, so it's okay. Again, we thought Nova was going to come back, but again, Bloodborne was not going to let it happen. But big shout out to RIP RIP 50. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. If you received any gifted subs from this man, make sure you give him a big thank you from the community. We can't do it without y'all. We cannot do it without y'all. Oh, yep. Still music. A little bit low. There we go. I got it fixed. Oh, Lord have mercy. Give me just a second, y'all. I got to turn my heater off. This thing got hot in here. Ooh. There we go. I am back. I am back. We've got it set up. Bloodborne, DOD are going to be next. It looks like, what is the first ban? MiG-19 is off the field. Wait. Oh, yeah. MiG-19 and J20 off the field. Business as usual. Thank you, Ship Duh, for the gifted sub. Paying for the gift they got from Hardwood. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate everything you and your folks do for the community. Rip, man, we appreciate y'all because, again, we can't do it without y'all. We can't do it without y'all. Shipda, I see you play Arc Raider, sir. Definite good secondary game. It's my other addiction from Metal Storm, but we won't get too far into that. Chat is glitched.
I wasn't showing the other messages I typed.
Yeah, I don't understand what's been going on with the chat right now. Oh yeah, Pop, it's TDM. We have locked in third place. The last two squad wars, we have a lot to improve on going forward. GG's, y'all. Thank you, Rooski. Thank you, Rooski. Kishi V69. Is there a Razor giveaway? Only if you want to give yourself away, sir. Coming from Razor himself, sir, do you want to give yourself away? We can raffle you off. If we opened a raffle for Razor for somebody to get him, how many people would enter in that giveaway? That could be our big giveaway we do right before the finals match. What do you think, folks? What do you think? $5. Alrighty, folks, we've got 10 check marks across the field again. Farmer and J20 off the field. Phantom will be bringing in the F3 Rafal, Man Abomination F14, Kaz in the Su-22, Forbidden in the ADV, LOL in the F16. We all know the dominant performance he did. Going against Radio in his level 20 Griffin. Necro will be in the A4. Menendez, ADV. Blue Waffle will be in the F3. Bird Dog will be taking up arms in the sky with the F111 Aardvark. And folks, again, winner of this set will be facing Grim in the finals. Folks, it all comes down to this. Drop hype for your favorite teams in the chat. And without further ado, folks, here we go. For those of y'all that don't know, Blue Waffle used to be AIDS. That was his original name. For those of y'all that don't know, Blue Waffle is AIDS. He is still one of the guys that's been around here a while. So, you know AIDS, you know who Blue Waffle is. But folks, here we go. Bloodborne, DOD, winner of this, goes to face Grim in the finals. Bird Dog going high up. Man Abomination's got his eye on the prize, looking like he's trying to get that first missile volley up, but he's going to have to watch for the ADV that is Menendez. Blue Waffle also sending to himself. Man Abomination in a bad spot. I'm counting 10 missile indicators here. They're letting him know, get out of our skies, but he got away from all of them. Holy shit. What? He probably had at least 2 missile evader badges just right there, but not quite enough to get away from that last one as Bird puts the stake in the ground. Phantom gets away just slightly there, but Necro there to pin him against that wall with those unguided rockets. Back guns coming out from Kaz, but not enough to take him down as DOD takes a 3-0 early lead. LOL on fire and not in the good way as he is patrolling the land. Trying to look for his next target, but he needs to get refurbished first. A little breath will take him out. Bird Dog high up in the sky, limping himself, but we all know he's still got the armaments. Launches 2 out, trying to get him, and the first one finds its home. Man Abomination gets the kill, puts him on the board. Little bit of a lull in the action. Man Abomination eyeballing that ammo Blue Waffle takes out Forbidden 4-1 DOD. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Necro going against Phantom. Not a head up you want to take. Joust A4 against F3 goes business as usual. Back guns out for Kaz as he gets an assisted kill on Blue Waffle. LOL finishes Blue Waffle himself. 6-2 still DOD early in the round. Missiles coming back to Bird as he's doing the cha-cha slide. Two find their home, though. The last one missed. Without the passive there, I think he'd be a dead man flying, but it got him out of that situation. Just going to show you those passives make a difference in the right opportunities. ADV in a bad spot. Forbidden gets taken out by Blue Waffle. Forbidden takes out Bird Dog before he got taken out. Necro looking at the Su-22. We've got an attacker joust here, and the guns finish him off. Just 2 damaged. Bloodborne not out of it yet. Only a 3-kill difference. 2.5 minutes left on the board. DOD holding on to that 3-kill rhythm. LOL takes out Radio. Menendez takes out the Man Abomination, extending the lead to 4. Forbidden gets taken out, extended the lead to 5. LOL running for his life and almost finding himself, dunking him like an Oreo cookie into that ocean, but he didn't let it happen. Four kill difference here now, crunching down. Less than 2 minutes left on the board. Menendez looking for his next target. DOD sitting pretty here, pretty comfortable at this late stage of the match, as now it's coming down to almost 90 seconds left. Forbidden eyeballing the aardvark there, sending missiles out left and right. Bird is definitely on the run here. Man Abomination trying to send one out too. Phantom might be in trouble here. He's got 3 missiles on in the way. One finds their home. 180 damage, but not quite enough to take him down. LOL trying to stay agile. Again, the gripping just too much turning there as Radio squeaks a missile through. Minute and 10 left. Man Abomination finding himself on the wrong end of those missiles there as Bird Dog takes him out. Blue Waffle takes out Forbidden. 17-8, less than 60 seconds left. It is not looking good for Bloodborne in this first round. 17-8 again. DOD can kick their feet up right now because I don't think, unless a miracle happens, Bloodborne is going to have enough time to bring this back just from the spawn rates themselves. So right now, Bird looks like he's going to go a little bit of sightseeing here, doing a little bit of cha-cha himself. Flares gets away from that, showing off the rhythm of those faster flares. You need to get away from that danger. Radioactive Dog looking for another target there as he gets it. ADV in trouble. He's got the distance to do it, and final kill on the board goes to Radio as DOD strikes first. Blue Waffle bringing in the MVP spot in his F3, showing why that plane has been banned as many times as it has. Necro right behind him in the A4. Bird putting on an aerial display in that aardvark, rounding up the podium for third as DOD goes 1-0 in the sets. Air superiority, here we go. Again, folks, if you're not in the giveaway yet, ! Enter in the Twitch chat only. Give yourself a chance to win, because after this set, we will be doing the final drawing. Make sure you give yourself a chance. Subscriptions to the Twitch channel gives you 2 tickets, and we've been seeing gifted subs left and right all day long. Again, much appreciation to everybody that has gifted subs. Again, you're allowing these folks to watch this content without ads, so much appreciation. You're also keeping the stream afloat. So again, big shout outs to all of those. Big shout outs to all of those. Doesn't look like we had any plane changes pop, I don't believe, as we move into this air superiority match. You said none?
I don't think so.
They read it up pretty quickly there. Calvi, thank you for the follow as well. Blue waffles for everyone, according to General Flow. I don't think so. I don't think I want that, sir. Alrighty then, both teams moving in. It looks like the Interceptors are going to be taking their purchase there. You know, Bird gave us the advice earlier as either you show oppression in the sky or you shoot for the points. Looks like DOD taking control first at Bravo area, but Bloodborne right behind them. Blue Waffle taking control of Bravo. Now all three under their possession. The artery's opened. Bloodborne's going to have to put a stop to the rhythm because you don't want to let a team like DOD get that far away. Oh, barely missing that, putting on the moves. Blue Waffle. Kaz looks like he found himself in the terrain as Menendez is in a circle battle over here with Phantom by Point Charlie. Phantom may be in a bad spot here as Menendez finishes him off with the guns. DOD extending their lead 50-plus points and growing here. Bloodborne's going to have to offset this rhythm again. Once the momentum goes for a team like DOD, it's hard to shake them from it. Forbidden diving in, looking for Point Bravo there. F3 getting it right back before them. Good timing there. Again, timing is everything for these points, especially if you're going to get in a circle battle. Radio keeping his eye on the prize, blending in with his surroundings there with the disguise, looking for Point Alpha. Blue Waffle, again, circling B, showing dominant performance here, trying not to let anybody touch his circle. That is his no circle. There we go. Forbidden goes down by way of a missile. 129 and growing for DOD. Bloodborne now taking control back. Scratching back at this lead. A little bit of lull in the action there. Again, a back and forth. Bloodborne cut into the lead just slightly, but now DOD back on the prowl. LOL barely making it by those F3 guns. Menendez takes out the man Abomination. Kaz looks like he's taken the long way around there to get to the point. Bird Dog still patrolling the aerial surveillance there as Forbidden takes down Blue Waffle at the Bravo area. Radio takes Alpha there, still under the disguise. Menendez looks like he's taking an aerial approach as well, daring anybody to come over here to this Charlie area as DOD has control of all three momentarily. Kaz seemed like he was using the back guns, but not quite close enough to get a strike there as DOD sitting at 165 and growing. Forbidden in a bad spot. Those Mika infrared missiles are hard to get away from, especially at that distance. The artery is opened up. No tourniquets in sight. DOD is mere 5 seconds away from a win. 3, 2. Oh, Bloodborne types it back there. Blue Waffle just has to touch it right there. And there she wrote it, folks. Air sup in the books, 200 to 92. DOD just caught a rhythm and you couldn't shake them from it. As Blue Waffle bringing in the MVP spots once again in the F3. LOL right behind him in second place, but not quite enough to keep him in as Radio rounds up the podium for third. DOD will be going to 2-0 in the sets. Folks, last chance opportunity here for Bloodborne. Backs against the wall. Now is the time to show us the aggression. If not, DOD is going to run away. Excuse me. Hang on. Woo! There we go. Gotta love a sneeze right in the middle of the commentary.
You.
It shows you that I'm not AI. It's all human here, folks. We've got 10 check marks across the field. Bloodborne ready to get back into it as we go back into the night. That is Stormbreak for TDM. Will this be the last chance for Bloodborne, or will DOD run away with it to go find Grim in the finals? Drop your hype in the chat. Folks, here we go. Adjusting some of the music volumes, turning it down just a little bit. I didn't realize it was as loud as it was, so I apologize. There we go, moving in. Let's see if there's going to be any defensive maneuvers here as we got missile volleys coming out. Bird Dog taking up that high approach, 20,000 plus up in the air. Looking to get a strike on that Tomcat if he can. Missiles do not find their home as neither team has a strike just yet. Necro's got missile indicators there. Using the terrain. Oh, he bounces just a little bit there. Breaks not quite enough. F-14 goes down, but not before trading with Bird, as we still got a 1-1 on the scoreboard. Forbidden goes down by way of Necro, but Phantom there to take Necro out for the revenge. Still 2-2. Blue Waffle in a possible bad spot there. Phantom not quite enough to turn for those guns. Man Abomination takes out Blue Waffle. Bloodborne takes the lead. Four minutes left on the clock. Still a low score game. 3-2. Bird doing the missile dance. One finds their home. Two finds their home. Wings come out for a little bit more defense. Faster Flares gets them away from that final missile there. On fire, but still going. Menendez decoy out. It's got Kaz in the A4. Looks like Kaz swapped out of that Su-22 from the last round. Might have some A4 on A4 action here, as Necro was eyeballing him, but he did not want to overextend there. Good play. Good play. Bloodborne extends their lead 4-2. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Bird reaching out. Necro and Kaz trade right there. A4 on A4. Blue Waffle gets a kill on Forbidden. Bloodborne still extending their lead 2-2, 6-4 right now. 3 minutes left on the clock. Menendez shaking that missile off, using the terrain to his advantage. Now we've got a little bit of lull in the action here, folks, as we're now about halfway through this TDM match. Radio using the disguise to keep out of the way. Man Abomination takes out Bird Dog. Still a 2-kill difference here. 7-5, 2.5 minutes left. Bloodborne still up. Trying to put a score on the scoreboard here. Blue Waffle in a bad spot as Kaz. Final strike on him extends it by 3. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. LOL takes out Menendez. They are showing a spark of fight here as they now have extended their lead by 5, coming up on 2 minutes left in the match. Might sneak a win indeed here as time is starting to crunch down on this DOD team. LOL looking for his next target there. Bird getting struck by one of those infrareds from Phantom, reaching out and getting a strike. Menendez takes out the Man Abomination, narrowing it down to 4. Minute 40 left, still 10-6 Bloodborne. Got a turn battle in the air. Merges are happening. Jousts are happening. Necro takes out Forbidden. Necro takes out Kaz, but not before Kaz trades with him. 3-kill game. LOL with the last-ditch guns takes out Menendez before he can round that corner. 13-8 Bloodborne coming down on a minute left on the board. Can they hold on to it to put themselves on the board? missiles coming down. It looks like a fountain of death raining from the sky. That is Bird Dog right now, trying to get a strike on Man Abomination, but now he's got armaments coming back. One find their home, but with the wings out, that definitely kept him out of trouble. Necro takes out LOL. A4 on A4 action. Necro gets taken out by Kaz there for the revenge. Radio in a bad spot here. He's got the A4 guns hot on his 6, but Forbidden is there for the assisted kill. 15 to 12, 24 seconds left. Can Bloodborne hold on to the lead? 2-kill game here. 15 seconds left. 15-13. Bloodborne still. One final push for DOD. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there she wrote it, folks. Nighttime at TDM proves victorious for Bloodborne as they put themselves on the board. Oh, as we dive into it, Necro bringing in the MVP spot, but not quite enough to keep him in there for that match. As Man Abomination showing his presence in the second place as Kaz right behind him rounds up the podium in third. GG's to Bloodborne. It is now 2-1 in the set. We are seeing a similar fire being lit under the asses that is Bloodborne, as they now have showed that they are not done yet. Folks, putting themselves on the board 2-1 in the set. Going back into nighttime for air superiority. Will we see elimination for the first time, or is DOD going to try to keep the pressure on? Without further ado, folks, here we go. Alrighty then, folks. Again, air superiority, no turtle shell defensive here. They've got to move in. They've got to get the points. Will this be the last match for Bloodborne, or will we see elimination for the first time? It is completely up to them. Missiles reaching out, looking like they're going for the oppression first, as Bloodborne has control early. DOD there to take it right back. I have a feeling it's going to be a back and forth early in this round so far. DOD's got all three. Artery is opened up. Bloodborne stops it, trying to make a comeback here. Radio using the disguise to stay out of trouble. Kaz may be in a really bad spot here. Radio doing the brake check here. Kaz is trying to stay. I think he suspects him. Gotta know by now. Kaz in a bad spot. Kaz in a bad spot. Can he get those armor-piercing rounds? He's got the lock. Oh, Disruptives come out just in time, but the gun's there to finish it off as they end that turn battle. Man, Abomination looking like he's going for revenge over here. He sees the Griffin. 190 armor, doesn't matter. As Radio goes down to LOL there, trying to put a stop to it. DOD's got control right now, 100 points and growing, up by 60. DOD has got a rhythm right now, and Bloodborne's going to have to give them 2 left feet if they want them to stumble here, but they've got to entrench themselves here and get control of these points. Necro patrolling or surveilling the land that is Bravo there, trying to hold on to the control that DOD still continues to have. They've got their foot to the throat that is Bloodborne right now, especially all three momentarily under their control. Cass fighting for his life over here. There's LOL, one of the standout players from the last couple of sets there, but he goes down to Menendez. But Bloodborne there fighting back, momentary control of all three, trying to cut back into the lead. 75 and growing, DOD stuck at 134. Can Bloodborne bring it back? Been there to take Bravo back, barely grazing it right before he gets out. Trying to maintain, but DOD there to maintain control of 2 points. Got missile indicators on Bird. Faster flares out, doing the missile dance. Getting away from that as DOD again opens the artery back up. 170 and growing. Midnight is getting closer and closer for this Bloodborne team. They've definitely got their work cut out ahead of them, but they're not out of it yet. Back and forth at the points, back and forth at the points. We've got a turn battle over here. Blue Waffle hot on the trail of Forbidden in the ADV, trying to get his guns around. Fighting over this Point Charlie area. Guns almost finding it, using that Delta Wing turn of the F3. Forbidden may be in a bad spot here. A little bit of overreach there. Finds Blue Waffles into the ground. DOD, though, takes control of all three there. 10 points remaining left for them for their final win of the set. If Bloodborne can hold on to it, this will be the comeback of the century. Man Abomination in a bad spot there, but DOD has got control in 3, 2, 1, and there she
Well played.
wrote it. Folks, well played from the Commissioner Pop to these teams. Bloodborne, I've got to hand it to you guys. You kept it a good fight, but unfortunately, this is gonna be the final stop of Squad Wars Stormbreak for you guys, but GG's, you put on a damn good show. Hope to see you in future events as well. Again, one of our newer up-and-coming squads. Radio bringing in the MVP and his gripping there, holding his point down, only suffering 1 loss of life. Necro right behind him with a flawless round in his A4. Forbidden in his ADV, trying to keep the point control, but the rhythm was just too much as he rounds up 3rd spot in the podium. Again, GG's to the pilots. DOD will be finding themselves against Grim in the finals. People, let's go. Alrighty, folks, it all comes down to this. Bloodborne, congratulations for making it to 3rd place. You made it in the money, and you made your presence known again. I know everybody enjoyed the show that you put on for us today. I definitely enjoyed it because, again, I cannot do my commentary without the action, and y'all are the action. Again, GG's to Bloodborne for making it to 3rd place. But, folks, again, we've got the 2 juggernauts of the tournament once again. Grim versus DOD. Championship round. DOD has got to win 2 sets in a row if they want to see the championship, but DOD has been in this position multiple times. Folks, again, these are the people to learn from what you're about to witness here. Every single one of these teams has got top-tier pilots, but these are some of the best, and I don't think anybody will argue with me on that. Again, we are in store for an even more damn good show, and I, for one, cannot wait for it. But for now, while they're getting ready, getting the picks and bans, y'all, let's go ahead and get the drawing done. I'm going to close the drawing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing entries. Let's see who is going to be our final winner for the day. This is for the bigger code. King Pickle, congratulations. You have won a code redeemable for PlayMetalStorm.com. Pickle, are you still here, buddy? I know you gotta be. King Pickle, congratulations. I see you, sir. message me on Discord. I will get you taken care of after the stream. But King Pickle, congratulations on winning our final raffle. Everybody, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the raffle. Again, King Pickle, congratulations. Congratulations, folks. Get with me after the stream. I'll get you taken care of, buddy. But congratulations. Alrighty then, I'll leave my winners in there.
Grim banned the Jaws 39 and Duty banned the 19.
So we've got 2 light fighter bands on the field again. The Griffin and the MiG-19 are not going to be finding their way, leaving the F3 and the J-20 on the field. Interesting strategy. But again, these guys may know something we don't. They may know something we don't. I am curious to see how this is going to come out. Alrighty then, Alpha securing their spots. Now it looks like Karai has already readied up in the nuclear 106, folks. Are we gonna get to see some nukage?
I think if they have a rule that they have to fly the 106 every game that they can to get clips.
I mean, everybody loves
it's in
seeing
every final match.
the mushroom clouds there. There we go.
It is very cinematic.
It is especially after the engine update that they did. That mushroom cloud again looks beautiful in the nighttime sky.
It really does.
Oh yeah, change it. TDM.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
My bad.
Our pilots can keep us. There we go. Alrighty then, folks. Again, Karai readying up in the 106. Nick Zuko readying up in the ADV. Sky Demon will be bringing in the nifty F-16. Wildcat will be in the A4. Let's see what King Crazy Dom Dom, I believe, is going to be settling in the J-20. Again, J-20 still being on the field there, donning the MSI logos there. Again, they earned those outright. It looks like Radio will be mirroring the F-16 across the field from him. Necro also in the A4. ADV going to Menendez. Waiting to see, is Blue Waffle going to be taking the F3, or is he going to be matching the 106? F3 it is. Bird Dog will be taking in the J-20. Everybody's locked in, folks. It is finals time, folks. Here we go. And for every nuke that I see go off again, I want to see a boom shakalaka in the chat. But folks, this is the finals. This is war, and war is here.
Or something?
Well, Z is not here right now. I wish he would be, but it is more of a homage to him. That is his catchphrase. Everybody knows it. But folks, first round of the finals. This is war, and war is here. Let's get it on, folks. Alrighty, folks. Again, keep your eye on this guy right here to see when he's going to get that nuclear armament. I would hate to be on the receiving end of that. But Bird is going to take his eye in the sky. Now, it looks like Grim is going to be taking a 3-stack up. Giving plenty of coverage there for their interceptor. As the rest of the teams move in, we've got action on the field. Missile volleys out. ADV on ADV. J-20 painted. Trying to reach out to get it. Missiles coming back. Decoys, flares out. Gets him out of trouble there. Karai can't find a strike. It's Blue Waffle. Strikes first for DOD. 1-0. A4 on A4 action there. Barely grazing him. Necro takes slight damage there from an unguided rocket. Radio using that F-16's agility to stay out of trouble there. Karai trying to use that Delta Wing. Gets a little bit of damage there. He may have a nuke. Not quite just yet. Dom takes out Menendez. Bird gets a kill. Still 2-1. DOD, 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Blue Waffle staying agile, staying out of the way of that. Trying to reach out to get that ADV. He's on fire and not in the good way. J20 on J20 action. Oh, the stealth comes back before Bird can lock on for that final missile as he's trying to send some out for support for his teammate as Grim brings it back 3-2 right now. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Oh, we hear a nuke in the distance, but I believe it was a miss because I did not see a kill feed kill for it there. Somebody may be changing their pants from a near miss of instant destruction there as it's now tied up 3-3, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left as Menendez takes out Karai. Sky Demon takes out Bird Dog. Menendez in a bad spot. Wildcat was not going to let him get away with that. Grim goes up by 1. Sky Demon takes out Blue Waffles, extending the lead by 2. Coming down 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Dom looking for his next target there. Necro in a bad spot, getting missiles at him. Disruptives come out, but the unguided rockets finish him off. Bird Dog surveilling the land. Radio gets a kill on Wildcat down here in the tunnel, fighting for his life there. Machine gun bullets raining down. He'll be looking for his next target, but I don't think he wants to go back in the tunnel just yet. Right, sending a missile out, trying to get some damage to fill that nuclear capability meter that he's got on that 106. We all know it's maxed out. It doesn't take much at all to fill that meter up. Bird, how did Bird Dog take himself out? I'm so confused. I don't know how Bird took himself out there, but Grim extending their lead by 2. Still 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Blue Waffle takes out Dom. He also gets a double kill. Let's see if we can find him. There he is. Double kill for him. Bringing the lead down by only 1, 9-8, 2 minutes left. Grim still up by 1. Going to rearm. He probably let his armament out. Bird Dog doing the missile dance here. A little bit early on that faster flare. Still finds its way through. Bird's on fire, not in a good way as he's now ducking down for some terrain. He needs some help. ADV in trouble. That decoy is not going to help him there. Sky Demon there to try to take out Blue Waffle. 90 seconds left in the first round. Still 9-8. Grim, a low-scoring match. Karai gets the nuke on Necro there. Menendez, machine gun bullets raining down as Dom takes out Bird again, extending the lead by 4, 13-9. Minute 10 left on the board. Grim made a push that was beneficial for them right there. Again, now 4 kills up. DOD now has the time against them. 60 seconds left on the board. Looks like the teams are pulling back. Maybe the turtle shell defense is coming out. Wildcat looking for Necro there, but he's got to turn his sights to the F-16. Can he get his missiles off? But Radio there to kill him instead. 35 seconds left on the board. 3-kill match. Can DOD make a final push, or will Grim keep the pressure on? Sky Demon trying to reach out to get Blue Waffle there. Still a 3-kill. Make that a 5-kill as the 2-kill swap. Karai gets a nuke once again on Necro there as he flies through his own mushroom cloud. The revenge radiation there extending the lead by 5. And no pun intended, the time is looking grim for DOD in this first round as we hit 3, 2, 1. 16-12. One more try there from Radio. A kill on Karai. 4-kill lead, 16-12. Grim takes it in the first round. Blue Waffle bringing in the MVP spot in the F3. Not quite enough to keep him in there as Sky Demon rounds up second place on the podium in that Agile F16. King Crazy Dom Dom in the J20 making his presence known in the third spot on the podium. GG's as we move on to Air Sup. Grim up 1-0 in the set. Now let's see if we're going to have any changes whatsoever to the DoD side as far as planes. You know, it's making me wonder if Blue Waffle is considering bringing his nuclear capability out, but he is not. He's keeping the F3, again, trying to maybe quail Dom in that J20, providing support for Bird, but with an Air Sup mentality coming into this next match, the tactics are going to be a little bit different as we move in to the second match of the set. Here we go. The pressure is on. DOD is feeling it right now, but they're only down by one. Again, we've seen bigger comebacks, but the ball is in their court and how they want to handle this as we tackle air superiority. Blue Waffle with the protection from that J20 as he's moving into the middle of the map. It's looking like they're going with a more oppressive performance here, trying to make sure, I guess if they're dead, they can't get the points. Going straight after the ADV. He takes out Nick Zuko as we've got a back and forth battle here at home in B. King Crazy Dom Dom taking control of Charlie in the J20 now, going back up for more of a view. Now Bird getting a strike, 200 damage from the J20 there. Grimm's now got all three under their possession. DOD with a slight lead, but Grimm slowly coming back. 46-46. Grimm now taking the lead and growing. Menendez eyeballing Point Charlie as he will get it momentarily. Bird Dog up there providing support. He gets Dom before he can get the missiles. Also an assisted kill on Wildcat. Blue Waffle finishes him off. Gun warnings rain down on Blue Waffle as he gets rained down with the F-16 there. As Sky Demon's now got his eyes set on Point Bravo. There you go, little escape tunnel there behind Bravo. I don't know how many people here use that tunnel, but it is a great, great strategy there if you want to stay out of the way with 200 or less armor. Bird Dog taking out Wildcat. DOD with control momentarily of all three there, but Grimm fighting back quickly. ADV on ADV action, decoys out, gets him out of trouble there, but the gun warnings do not recognize that decoy. Sky Demon takes down Menendez. Sky Demon on fire, barely hanging in, but he will still be there to take the point. As Grimm's got control again, DOD with a 50-point lead almost here as they take control right back. DOD is finding their rhythm, and they've got the pressure enacted here, folks, as they're extending their lead, doubling the score of Grimm. Nick Zuko and the ADV trying to run away from there. Not going to make it through that third missile as Bird Dog doing the missile dance himself. J20 on J20. Dom's trying to reach out to get him, but he's just too squirrely. DOD extending their lead 161-68. They're running away with it, folks. They have found their rhythm. A4 takes out Menendez before he can get too far in that cave as Wildcats eyeballing Bravo. Grimm now has control momentarily of all 3 points. 182, those staring at him across the board there. DOD can smell it. Can they keep the pressure on? Wildcat again circling for Bravo. DOD's got control again. Goes back to Grimm. A4 on A4 there, but the nose finishes off Necro there. J20 on J20 action here. Still 186-106. Grimm trying to scratch back. at this massive lead that DOD has got early in this round. Can they hold on to it? DOD only needs 13 more points. But as we all know with Grim, they are definitely a team you've got to double tap. You can never count them out. 192 and growing. DOD 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Grim, all three go under, leaving it on 1 point. How long can they hold on to it? Bravo goes back under control of DOD. Oh, but all three is still under Grim. 199 stuck on DOD's side. Can they get in there and get it? Blue Waffle taking control of Bravo. All they have to do is touch another point, and there it goes. For a second there, it looked like Grim was going to make a massive comeback, but DOD said not today. Not today. 200, 162. DOD strikes back. Bringing in the MVP spot, Sky Demon and his F-16, making his presence known, but not quite enough to keep him in, as Necro brings up second place in his A4, Radio in his F-16 mirroring, rounding up the third spot. But we now got a 1-1 set. Give me just a second, folks. I got to take a drink of something while they're deliberating. There we go. There we go. Refresh and repurpose. I hit the health ring. That is Dr. Thunder. Alrighty then, folks. Grim has got check marks across the field here as they are not making any changes whatsoever, it seems.
Well, they can only change mods. They won. So I don't know what they're doing right now.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Wait, no. DOD?
There, already. There we go.
DOD just won that one. They can change.
Yeah, but it was DOD that wasn't readied up there.
I was just going to leave that awkward silence there for a second. But we've got 10 check
anyway,
marks on the field, folks. Let's get it underway. Third match of the set. TDM back into the nighttime sky. Let's go, folks. Let's go. It is off-brand Dr. Pepper, Dr. Thunder from Walmart. Half the price and almost the same taste. I will take it. I don't mind drinking the broke bitch drinks because I am a broke bitch right now. But with all the supports that y'all are giving me, y'all are keeping me afloat. So again, thank you. Maybe I can afford some Dr. Peppers now. Alrighty then, folks. Moving in. Nighttime Sky. Karai, I know, is itching to get that nuke downfield. Can DOD end event with a 20 crate through? That's the real question. I mean, we have the ability. It's whether or not we make the choice. So, but regardless of crates, we've still got destruction on the way right in front of us there. We're trying to decide the finals of this Squad Wars there as Blue Waffle, Nick Zuko trading. Bird Dog takes down Sky Demon. Early lead, 2-1 there. Karai getting some damage there. Let's see how charged up he's got that nuke. Blue Waffle moving in, trying to provide some support against that J20. That is Dom. Using that Delta Wing turn of the 106 again, looking for his next target. Now he's rearmed. Sky Demon takes out Radio to tie it up 2-2. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the match. ADV may be in a bad spot here. Rafal's got him in his eye, but Karai right around the corner. I got a feeling we're going to be seeing a nuke here soon. He doesn't have it just yet. Dom patrolling the land up there high on his perch as we got J20 on J20 action. One finds its home. Indirect hit for 68 damage. Karai takes down Necro. Surely he's got Trying to find him there. He does have his nuke. Who is gonna eat it? We want to see the mushroom clouds. Blue Waffle in trouble. Oh, and a miss. It goes flying off in the distance. Some poor village somewhere. I'm sorry. You're about to see the sun firsthand. 6-4, going to 7-4. Grim right now. 3 minutes left on the clock. Bird Dog trying to reach out. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the board. Grim still sitting pretty with a 2-kill lead. Time is starting to crunch down now, though. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. We've got some turn battles in the middle. Nick Zuko takes out Blue Waffle, extending the lead, but only by 2 as Menendez answers with a revenge kill. Here comes the sun. Sing it, Forbidden. There you go. 8-6 still. Graham up by 2. They're reaching out. They're throwing jabs, but we haven't seen the haymaker just yet. Radio's looking for his next target in that highly agile F-16, and there goes the nuke. Karai takes out Blue Waffle. But not before Blue Waffle trades with him again. Grim still up by 2. 9-7, Sky Demon getting re-ammoed. He's got his teeth back once again as King Crazy Dom Dom patrolling that high perch once again, sending those J-20 missiles out. Oh, gets a strike on what it looks like was Blue Waffle. Blue Waffle limping, but still going. But now he's got to do the missile dance himself. Can he get around in time? He's got machine guns raining out. Indirect hit, 216. Can't get away from that one. Bird Dog takes out Crazy Dom Dom. Nick Zuko takes out Menendez. Now a 3-kill lead. 20 by way of Bird. Blue Waffle takes down Nick Zuko. Sky Demon trying to reach out to get, I believe it's Radio he's on the run for, and there he goes. Taps it down the rest of the way. Less than a minute left. 14-10. It is looking good for Graham. Not looking good for DOD as time is becoming a factor. Boom, shakalaka indeed. Every time you see that nuke cloud, I want to see it in the chat. Pay homage to Z-Man. That is his catchphrase. Menendez moving in there, trying to find his way out of the way of those unguided rockets, and he does momentarily, but Bird there to take Wildcat out. Grim with a 5-kill lead, 16-11, 20 seconds left. It's starting to strike midnight. It looks like Karai got 2 nukes back to back. Boom, shakalaka, double kill. Or was that a double kill with 1? It was a...
No, he got 2 individual nukes.
He got 2 individual nukes. What a back-to-back there. Can Graham get that 20th kill? But it doesn't look like they're going to be required to get it as time crunches down on DOD. 19-12. Graham making their presence known. Karai rounding up the MVP spot in that nuclear 106. Nick Zuko behind him, 7-3-1 again, making his presence known as well. Bird staying up high in the perch. They know he was up there. He was a big target. Couldn't quite take him down too often, but he did round up 3rd on the podium. Not quite enough to keep him in there. Not quite enough to keep him in there, but Graham will be going up 2-1 in the set. This is the last ditch effort here for DOD. One more loss will put them out of the running of the crown. Grim can taste it, but again, DOD is another team you cannot count out. You cannot count out DOD. But Grim again sitting pretty, got a big cushion there. They've been sitting pretty since yesterday. Got the feet kicked back. One more match will give them the crown once again of Squad Wars, but we've got to get through this next Air Sub nighttime match first to see what's going to happen, folks. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat. 10 check marks across the board, and here we...
Wait, I hit ready, then Necro's unready.
That's why I stopped. That is why I stopped, Necro. Is he changing planes?
Doesn't look like it. He's only 4. Hasn't changed anything. Maybe he's buying the ability for it.
Menendez unready. So are they like swapping maybe?
That's unlikely, but maybe.
Nope. Menendez, he readied up. Necro might be having some issues too. Oh, but there we go. Here we go. I can say it now. All right, folks, again, last-ditch effort for DOD right here, right now. Grim 1 win away from the crown. DOD has got a mountain to hike, but they can hike indeed. It all comes down to this. Uh-oh, there we go. It always freezes for a second when you swap to that first person in Spectator. Drop your hype in the chat. Drop your hype in the chat. Let these pilots know who you're behind. Give them your energy, as Goku would say. Let's form the spirit bomb that is Squad Wars. DOD taking an early lead here. Slightly fight over Bravo area here as Necro using the tunnels to stay out of the way. Blue Waffles takes down Wildcat there. King Crazy Dom Dom may be in a bad spot here. Very close to this ADV. And he gets taken out. Dick Zuko also in a bad spot. Radio trying to finish him off, but not quite enough to get him there as he goes down below the terrain. F3 takes down 106 there. I believe he was itching for that nuke as Necro trades but takes himself out with his unguideds. Bird Dog almost finding himself on the side of that mountain, gets rearmed and re-ammoed. Necro takes control of Charlie. DOD still with a 20-point lead there. Wildcat takes out Bird Dog as he swooped down low. Necro moving in, looking for his next target as well. Moving into this Bravo area, it will be a fight right here in these tunnels, as it always is at Stormbreak. DOD, the artery is open. Tourniquets nowhere to be found as they have momentary control of all three, extending their lead, doubling the points. And they're trying to run away with it, but Grim is trying to find their rhythm as they take control back. Necro patrolling the lands, that is the tunnels here, trying to stay out of the way of those guns. He's got somebody hot on the back, though. F-16 just about there. Bird looking to get re-ammoed once again. Woo! Close call of that mountain. It's almost like he's putting his hand on the blades of grass as he passes by. Necro looking for his next target. DOD still with a almost 40-point advantage here at Stormbreak Air Sub in the nighttime. They have found their rhythm and trying to keep the pressure here, but Grim is trying to put their foot down. Bird trying to reach out for that J20. Grim's got control of 2 points right now, cutting the lead down by less than 30. And there's a nuke for you. Mushroom Cloud in the distance as Karai takes control of Charlie. Grim's got all three momentarily now. Lead now down to only 10 points to DOD, and Grim is growing. Turn battle at Alpha, F-16. J20 there as well, trying to reach out. That J20's very, very close. Bad spot for the F-16 as Nick Zuko gets taken out, but not before Radio gets taken out himself. Boom, shakalaka indeed. 131. Grim has taken control and the lead back. They have found their rhythm, folks, and they are putting their foot down. DOD's got the pressure on them now. DOD takes control back. It's still only a 20-point game. It's still anybody's match. It just depends on who's going to be able to take that area control. Exclamation mark, good shit indeed, General Flo. Good shit indeed. 155 and growing to Graham. Control goes back to DOD's. Back and forth, back and forth. DOD's got control. 135. Grim 160 and growing there. Oh, Sky Demon almost finding the wall, trying to reach out with those guns. Grim hitting 170, making it almost a 40-point game. DOD now got control. Menendez goes down by Nick Zuko. Brian not having a nuke just yet, trying to check under that wing. Wildcat trying to maintain control here at Bravo. DOD fighting back, still only a 20-point game. DOD trying to find their rhythm late in this game, but all three momentary control goes under Grim. This might be wraps for it, folks, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they stop him at 199. Sky Demon over here, all three momentary control under DOD. Can they hold on to it? And they cannot, folks. Storybook ending there as Grim is crowned Squad Wars champion of Stormbreak. GG's to Grim. GG's to Grim, but we cannot leave DOD out of the running. Great job from all of these pilots. Great job from all of these pilots. Holy shit, what a match. What a set. But unfortunately...
Any, squad captains want to come and chat here?
Yes, the squad captains, if you would like to, you are more than welcome to come in and give some commentary. Before we do that, Necro was MVP of that last match. Radio was second place, but not quite enough to keep him in there as Wildcat ranks up third place in the podium to give Grim back-to-back Squad War wins. Again, they are the ones still to beat. Congratulations, Grim. Squad Wars champions once again. Once again, folks, once again. DOD gave them a run for their money. They definitely knew they was there, and hopefully we will see you again in the next Squad Wars because you gave us a damn good show. We are reaching out to see if there is possibly any of the team captains would like to get in here, do some post-game analysis here. We've got Nick Zuko. There we go. Sending invites to speak. Nick Zuko, King Crazy Dom Dom, Sky Demon in here as well.
Yo. Hello.
Yo.
Congratulations on your back-to-back Squad Wars championship wins. Fellas, how are you feeling?
A little bit tough.
Pretty high.
But and nervous, but everything went good.
Those were really great matches, especially
Yes.
Airsoft. DOD was really on top of their sleeves. Like, it was really good matches, right? All like
That's what makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great games all around. Great games all around.
We
I was
just
like
appreciate.
J20 turn battle.
I was just gonna say we just appreciate the performance that y'all have put on this entire tournament. Y'all, again, we can't do the show without pilots like y'all. You know, this is why y'all are on top and you stay on top. Again, you keep the mentality there. You know, as far as like how you keep your mind on the game, even when you take a loss here and there. You know, how do you keep your composure there?
Yeah, we're adjusting things from like practice. We're doing all day, like switching, like seeing ADV cannot turn up with F16. Yeah, let's switch it up then, or just for example, and that's how we doing it. Like all comes with practice.
Yeah, we noticed what the
Yeah.
mistake is. Example, F1016B might actually not be very convenient for the playing capabilities itself, so we just switch things around until it eventually work.
Well,
That's good.
it seems like
It
it works pretty consistently well for you. And honestly, I've got to say, you know, is there some sort of like special like meditations that y'all do to keep your heads in the game? Because I know with as much tension as we have there, again, that composure, that mentality, you know, y'all have been champions multiple times, but again, you got to have your mind right there. You know, it's showing that fortitude. So whatever y'all do over there, it is definitely working, y'all. It is definitely working.
Yeah.
People-
it's
people
called,
s-
I
Shout
guess,
out-
playing
shout out to
day
the
in,
tournament
day out,
organizer.
and always going into tough custom matches, and once you do enough of them, you just acquire a different headspace, I guess, and you get used to it. You get used to the pressure.
Especially the Brazilians.
Oh my god.
Shout out to the tournament organizer, great tournament. Like as the
Indeed.
first time as well. Like it a lot. And
That would be all Pop.
hopefully
That's
there.
his baby.
Oh,
So,
thanks.
Thanks for
Bob, bro.
playing, man.
Great tournament, dude.
Appreciate it.
Go buy a Flight Pass or two with your winnings.
Oh yeah, sure.
there you go. There you
Hell
go. Alrighty then. Again, thank you guys for the level of competition that you bring to Squad Wars. Again, it's not entertaining without pilots like yourselves and the rest of the guys that performed throughout this tournament. Once again, folks, damn good show all weekend long. Now, before we go, and we'll ask y'all while you're in here, Pop mentioned it to me earlier. We've done Countdown. We've done Stormbreak. What is the next map y'all want to see for the next Squad Wars? We're gonna put it out for popular opinion. What's the next map y'all want to see?
I was kind of thinking Crimson, but again, what's everyone's favorite right now that aren't these two?
Might be
Stone
Crimson.
Stone Forest.
Stone
yeah.
Forest.
Stone Forest or
Crimson, yeah.
Crimson, yeah.
Oh. People in the chat
I
saying
agree
Stone
with that.
Forest too.
Yeah. That's
Awesome
like
Stone
maps.
Forest.
Man says Stone Mountain.
I mean, it's crazy how the Ursub would be there. Like, it's definitely for myself the best Ursub map.
A map that Grim made on.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're playing the most. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're playing the most custom there because it's the best map and like what we feel like for Ursub.
Well, guys,
It's a great
again, much appreciation to you guys. Once again, congratulations on winning the crown once again as well. Gracious, y'all, gracious. We will be looking forward to seeing y'all again in the next Squad Wars, whether it be Crimson Canyon, whether it be Stone Forest. Keep your eye out in the Discords. We may put it out there for a democratic vote to see what the crowd wants, but that looks like it may be narrowed down to those two. But y'all, thank you for everybody that joined with us. Thank you for everybody that was here with us throughout the weekend, enjoying the show. You know, the gifted subs from the guys in the community showing appreciation to the stream as well. We can't do this without you guys. Much appreciation to each and every single person here. This is Metal Storm, and we want to keep it going strong and keep it going for a long, long time, folks. There is no telling the potential we've got with the community that we built up here, and this is why. This is entertainment, and I want it every single day from here on out, folks. This is what we do, and this is Metal Storm, y'all, and I much appreciated everybody here. Now, I am looking for a person to raid. I've got a few folks online. We did raid MacDog yesterday. So, out of the people that's online, I'll look for it in the chat. Who do y'all want me to send the raid to? And we'll get everybody out of here. Again, much appreciation to Grim for sticking in here. Thank you for the after interview questions and all that stuff too. So, but we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you, dude. We appreciate you too, for real.
Thank you for
Thank
hosting
you.
this
Thank you very
awesome
much,
tournament.
Man, thanks for hosting.
Yeah, thanks for
thank you,
playing.
guys.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Hopefully we get more players, more teams next time. You know,
Yeah.
spread the word. I would like to do it with at least 16. We haven't had enough yet, so.
Oh,
be
that's
lovely.
nice.
I mean, we've got
I
it
would
where
love
it's running pretty efficient. So even with 16 teams, it still wouldn't take too long to get through this. So again, thank y'all for also
trust
being
in
where
you
you need to be at the time you need to be,
Aw.
because that also makes things easier. So thank you for that as well. But all right, y'all, as always, we will see you in the skies. Stick around. We're sending you back over to MacDog1 as well. If you haven't followed him, make sure you drop a follow. Go show the hype. Keep the hype train going. And we will see you guys.